most affordable way possible. Come see Kilpatrick Creations for all your screen printed or embroidered needs.
Are you looking to buy a home in Sheridan? Well, do I have a home for you? 1007 South Main has tons of updates, including a brand new roof and 2 brand new bathrooms. Original hardwood floors have been refinished and new paint throughout this historic home. Not to mention the brand new appliances, HVAC, and plumbing. This lovely home is walking distance from historic downtown, and all for $325,000. For a showing, call me, Cassie Madden Brandel, at ERA Carroll Realty at 307-575-1443.
And welcome back, everyone. Good evening as we take a look at the matchups tonight. Before we get to that, how about the standings overall in 4A football? The Sheridan Broncs on top of the heap right now with that unbeaten record after the victory over Cheyenne East a week ago. The Broncs are 6-0. Campbell County East and Natrona County right now 5-1 overall. Cheyenne Central is 3-3, as Thunder Basin also 3-3. Tonight's opponent for the Broncs, Kelly Walsh, 2-4. Rock Springs 1-5. Laramie and Cheyenne South at 0-6 at the bottom of the list. Tonight's matchups, including ours, with Casper Kelly Walsh playing here in Sheridan. Campbell County plays at Natrona County tonight. East and Central in the Capital Bowl tonight. Thunder Basin's at Laramie, and South will play at Rock Springs. That's a look at tonight's 4A football matchups. When we come back, Sheridan Media's Kevin Coyle is going to join us, and he'll have this week's Sheridan County Football History Report. That comes your way right after this.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it can be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project, residential or commercial. Give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971, or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
For Sheridan Media Sports, I'm Kevin Coyle with your Sheridan County High School Football History Report for Week 6 of 2023. Information courtesy Wyoming-football.com. For Kelly Walsh at Sheridan, this game kicks off Friday at 6 p.m. Sheridan won the first meeting between the two teams in 1965, while Kelly Walsh got its first win in 1966. Sheridan leads the series 42-21, including the postseason, and has won the last 18 meetings between the two teams, outscoring KW 635-145 in the process, and has won 19 of the last 20. The last KW win was the first game of the 2009 season at Sheridan. As far as games at Sheridan go, Sheridan leads 26-9 and has won 11 in a row at home versus KW. The longest is the current 18-game streak, which started in the 2009 playoff semifinals, while the longest Kelly Walsh win streak versus Sheridan is 6 from 2002 to 2007. Sheridan has shut out KW 5 times, the last in 2021, while Kelly Walsh has shut out Sheridan 7 times, the last in 2006. The largest margin of victory for Sheridan versus Kelly Walsh is 49 in 1993, 56-7, while the largest margin of victory for Kelly Walsh versus Sheridan is 63 in 2004, 63-zip. Versus each other in 2002 with Bighorn leads the series 11-1, including the postseason, and has won the last 9. Newcastle's only win versus Bighorn was in 2011. As far as games at Bighorn go, BH leads the series 6-zip. Bighorn's longest winning streak versus Newcastle is the current 9-game streak that started in 2012, no games played from 2017 to 2019, while Newcastle's longest win streak versus Bighorn is 1 in 2011. Bighorn has shut out Newcastle 2 times, the last in 2021, while Newcastle has never shut out Bighorn. BH's largest margin of victory versus Newcastle is 49 in 2012, 55-6, and in 2015, 49-0. While Newcastle's largest margin of victory versus BH is 14 in 2011, 35-21. The most points that Bighorn has scored in a game versus Newcastle is 59 last year, 59-26, while the most points that Newcastle has scored in a game versus BH is 43 in 2013, lost 50-43. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. With your Sheridan County High School Football History Report, I'm Kevin Coyle for Sheridan Media Sports.
And thanks a lot, Kev, our weekly feature on the show. As we get another quick break, when we come back, we are going to get the bare bones on tonight's matchup as the Sheridan Broncs take on the Casper Kelly Walsh Trojans. And my conversation with head coach Jeff Mowry is coming up.
Farmers Co-op, home of the 99-cent soda, invites you to start your day off right with that first cup of Morning Joe and a little something to go from their awesome bakery rack. Back for lunch. By now, I know you've heard me talk about their mouth-watering sausages, but they also have a variety of hot and cold sandwiches along with. And they do have it all at Farmers Co-op, 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
Construction loans are becoming more and more popular with customers at First Bank of Wyoming, and for good reason. Hi, this is Kim Newman. With a construction loan from First Bank of Wyoming, it's easy to keep track of our entire project with the help of our online construction. Built allows the borrower and builder to have access to the entire construction process and budget over. Then First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Broncs football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Broncs supporters, your loudest cheers, and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. Buffalo Fed Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
This broadcast brought to you in part by One Health, focused on caring for our communities one person at a time. One Health's integrated care model has been recognized throughout the state of Wyoming and combines primary and behavioral health under one roof. With locations in Sheridan, Powell, Lovell, and Grable, Wyoming, One Health improves the well-being of everyone by
At WearingSheridan.com, you can see most every vehicle on their lot. In fact, you can see about 25 different photos of every vehicle. You can request information on the vehicle you're interested in. You can fill out a credit application, even schedule service work. Check it out, WearingSheridan.com, and experience the Wearing way of buying vehicles 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WearingSheridan.com. Bookmark it. full-service dealership at 107 East Alger, WaringSheridan.com.
And welcome back, everybody, as we continue this evening. It is time now for the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. My conversation with Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry coming up next.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Okay, Jeff, here we go. Week number 7 with Casper Kelly Walsh coming in. Finally, I will say one thing. It's probably nice that you're not going to be loading up the bus and doing all your pregame stuff on the road.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. You know, our team takes a lot of pride in how we travel and how we do things, yet at the same time, to be able to stay here and not load up on a bus and drive to Cheyenne or Laramie is really, really nice. Guys get to be in our own comfort zone, and we'll go do our walkthrough on our own field, and that kind of thing is just huge. And so, yeah, to be home and then to have the stadium and the crowd that we always get on a Friday night is superb. And so hopefully we get that same crowd tonight, which I know we will, because we have the best fans in the state.
You know, the thing is, too, it was the anomaly of the schedule this year that you made 3 trips down there.
Yep.
Normally it's only a couple, maybe those long-distance ones. But this year, the way the schedule's set up, it was 3.
Yeah, we went to Laramie and Cheyenne twice, and you know, it goes that way about every other year, and we exchange that 2 of those trips for 1 to Rock Springs the following year. And so either way, you know, the way 4A is spread out across the state, we get long road trips, and some people, friends and family from other states, man, those are long road trips. I'm like, yeah. But that's why I love Wyoming is you know, that just because of that it's a big state, but not a lot of people, and that's why I live here.
And the thing about it is, though, the Bronx program's embraced it. As you said, this is something that is nothing new to the players. It does not affect them. It really doesn't.
No, you're exactly right. We have our routines. They know where we're going to stop, how long we're going to stop for, what we're going to do, and they have their routines. And it's kind of part of what you do when you grow up in Wyoming. Is you know, if you have to go to Costco, guess what? You're driving to Billings, and if you need to go to the nearest mall, it's 150 miles. It's just kind of the way we operate in Wyoming, and I love it. And we're fortunate to be able to go do that, because a lot of states won't travel that far, and we get to see everybody across the state.
Well, it hadn't seemed to really bother the Bronx much. Monster victory last week with Cheyenne East, and that was just you and I visited shortly after that game, and you know, sometimes the hype of matchups like that don't live up to it, but both teams kind of showed up and really went at it. That was fun to see, and I think that's why the game was so enjoyable.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. The game lived up to what it was supposed to be. It was a 1 versus 2, and I think everybody that watched that game and I spoke with said, wow, that was a fun game to watch, and it was a fun game to be around. Our kids had a blast. It was a physical, hard-hitting 4A football game, and you know, that's what you would expect. Cheyenne East is a very, very good football program, and holy cow, do they have a quarterback and some weapons on offense, and their defense is aggressive. And so I'm really fortunate to come away with that on a long road trip, playing at their place. Not a place we'd won very often, especially in the last few years. I think last time we won there was maybe 2019. And so a big road win for our team, and I was really proud of how the guys handled themselves and how they battled in a tight game.
You know, that's the Thunder game that's a big road win. That was the first real test I really felt, even though the Cheyenne Central game was somewhat close, but again, that's the first game of the year. This thing at Cheyenne East, though, took on just a whole different feel, and you know, hats off to the kids for, you know, the special teams guys for making plays, the defensive guys for making plays, offensively, and I know a lot of guys go both ways, but man, all 3 phases really did a nice job.
Yeah, it was huge. We had to have all 3, because if we'd have slacked in one of those, it would have been bad. You know, Coach Reiser said 3 or 4 plays go differently, one team or the other is going to win by 3 touchdowns. And Coach Gilbertson said it on Monday with our team, is in those matchups, it's the last team to have the ball is going to win. And we were able to, the last 2 times we had the ball, get a long drive, milk some clock, and get a touchdown in the second to last drive. And then they go down and score, get the onside kick, and we needed 1 first down because they had all 3 timeouts with about 1:08 left. And you can't milk the clock with when they have 3 timeouts. We needed that first down, and we go out on the first play and get 9 yards and then sneak it and get that first down. And it was huge for us to finish like that, because if we give them the ball back, you know, chances are they're going to roll right down the field, because they're that good on offense.
You know, that had to be such a big momentum builder. The kids have got to be really loose and flying high this week. I have to imagine it's not an overconfident thing, but I mean, just to be able to get that out of the way and the way it went down, they have got to really be in good spirits this week.
Yeah, everybody in our program was excited about it. You hear about it around town, and everybody said, wow, what a game to watch. And it was a blast. And we talked to our guys this week and enjoy those type of games. You don't often get to play in a 1 versus 2 matchup and come out like we did. So be fortunate and thankful that you had the opportunity to do that. And at the same time, we never set a goal to win week 6 at the beginning of the year. And so understand that you should enjoy it. Yet at the same time, we've got to move forward now, and it's Kelly Walsh week, and we've got to continue to get better. And again, like our goal wasn't to win week 6, it's not to win week 7 either. We've got to become a better football team every single day, and that's what we've got to do. How can we use that Cheyenne East victory to continue to get better? And are we humble enough to stay hungry and continue to get better and take criticisms and grow from them?
And that's that humility this week, because let's talk about Kelly Walsh before we talk about the Broncs. They've had a tough year. They got one victory, but they have had a tough season so far. And this is the type of team, you don't. First off, you don't want to give them any hope early. You want to come out and get off to a fast start. But tell us about Kelly Walsh and what you've seen based on all the film study and stuff.
Yeah, Trevor, you're exactly right. They've had a tough start to the year. They've actually gotten 2 wins. They got South and Laramie, beat Laramie last week 20-3, and coming off a win, and so they're building some success. And it's a 4A football team in Wyoming, so anybody can beat anybody. We've got to be prepared, and we've got to go out and execute. And if we get arrogant and think that we can't be beat, well, we're wrong. It doesn't take any team. It can be any team across state. They can come put a loss in our column. So we've got to be humble, and that's our theme of the week. What you said is we've got to be humble, and we've got to know who we are and how we can continue to get better and take feedback and understand that we didn't play a perfect game by any means, and we've got a lot of ways to get better, and that's what we've got to do this week. And in a team that Kelly Walsh is going to come out and try to establish the run. We've got to stop the run first and foremost. And then what they've shown in films is they like to go to the air afterwards. And if the run game's not there, they're pretty efficient in the pass game. And so we've got to be efficient. And as we saw last week, our pass defense, we gave up quite a few yards, is we've got to get better in our pass game. And so excited for this opportunity to take on Kelly Walsh and see if we can continue down the track we're on.
Let's talk about the Bronc offense first off. The running game early, it was tough. It was tough going. It was just because it really was one of those hard-fought, smash-mouth, run between the tackles kind of things. And then just kind of slowly, just the kids stayed with it, and then the running game got more effective as the game went on.
You're exactly right. We came, we had a great return after they score a first touchdown to about the 8-yard line, and we try to run the ball twice and only make it about 4 yards, and then we throw and miss there on the throw and get a field goal. And the running game was tough to establish right at the beginning. And so we went through the air quite a bit in the first half. I think we threw 16 or 15 passes in the first half, much more than we typically do, and had some success, had some big scores through the air. And so that worked well. And we came out in the second half and went back to our heavy package, and the offensive line, you can't give them enough credit. They just continued to battle. And I think we ran a quarterback sneak 5 times or 4 times in the game. I don't know if I've ran a quarterback sneak 4 times in the last 2 seasons. And our offensive line every time got positive yards out of it. And those guys bowed their necks. And that center, Colin Custis, was a running back a year ago, and he moves to center. And, he keyed that line, and they kept working and working and working. And at the end of the game, they owned the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, what a package you put together. That team put so much pressure on a defense because they snap the ball just so quick, play after play after play. Cam Hayes threw it 63 times. That puts a lot of heat not only on defensive backs, but on the front to try to get free, or to try to free up linebackers to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, Trevor. It's an offense that you don't stop. You just try to contain a little bit. And I don't know if we contained them when he, throws 63 and has a ton of offense, but we did enough. We stopped him for a couple field goals. We made him punt 4 times, which hasn't happened in a game yet this year. And so we did enough. I don't know if we contained him, but we did enough to get the ball back in our hands enough times. We created 2 turnovers, almost a third. And we really put ourselves in the best situation we could, and we've just got to be efficient on offense, and I think we were, especially in the second half, and I think that was what kind of changed the game, along with a couple special teams plays.
Special teams has been spectacular this year, and Dane gets the 99-yard kickoff return. I don't think I've ever seen one like that where literally his heels must have been just a quarter of an inch away from the goal line, but it's how he was able to take that ball, jump in the air, catch it with 2 hands on a line drive kickoff, and then again, he did the rest, but, it's all the blocking that's there. But, boy, the special teams have just been crazy this season.
Yeah, and that's the belief in our return game right now. As you see Dane high point that thing, that's how you usually catch a pass, not a kickoff. And he jumps everything he's got to catch it. He does not want to put his heels in the end zone because it's a touchback. He has the belief, and our team has the belief that if we can keep it in bounds or not going in the end zone, we're going to have a shot at this thing. And I think that really summed up the belief in our return game right now, both kick return and punt return, is that if we have an opportunity, we want to take advantage of it. And so I love that. And you don't see our guys, that's a touchback. They're blocking the entire time until the whistle, and they go finish that thing. It was beautiful.
Big key to the game tonight.
Really got to own the line of scrimmage, be physical at the point of attack, and then defensively we've got to shut down the run and then force them into the pass game, and that's where they want to run the ball first. So let's force them into the pass game, and if we do that, I think we can create some turnovers.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Trevor.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Well, there you have it. Head coach Jeff Mowry joining us on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. Coming up, we've got the kickoff on the way. Stick around. It's the Bronx and Trojans up next.
Is Wyoming Corporate Office your one-stop shop for everything you need for your Wyoming-based business, LLC, or corporation formulation? Yes. Service of process and mail forwarding services? Indeed. Fulfill the legal requirements for small businesses based in Wyoming? Absolutely. Wyoming Corporate Office provides the communication between your business and the state, so you don't have to. Learn more by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com today.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards, including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem. Online banking is fast and convenient with Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. If you have a smartphone, you can do your banking from anywhere, including remote deposit. Just take a picture of your check and send it. It's that easy. And you'll instantly have access to the first $200 available and the rest shortly thereafter. Yep, banking is that easy with remote deposit at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready to turn a page on your career? McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan have an exciting opportunity. McDonald's is on the lookout for a dynamic full-time shift manager to lead the team, starting at an impressive $21 per hour. This open-to-close position, including weekends, offers stability and opportunities for advancement. This shift manager position has a starting pay of $21 per hour. Visit McHire.com to submit your application online or drop by any McDonald's location in Sheridan to pick up an application.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? Schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities. After all, they've been providing the area with surgical excellence and outstanding patient care for almost 50 years. Learn more about Sheridan Orthopedic Associates online at SheridanOrtho.com.
Did you know Sheridan Motors is Sheridan's only locally owned and operated new vehicle dealership? That means when we thrive, Sheridan directly benefits. We're proud to support our hometown through sponsorships, good deeds, and excellent full-time jobs with benefits. Stop by your locally owned and operated Sheridan Motors to check out our incredible selection and find out what's coming soon. We know you have a choice when it comes to shopping for new and used cars, servicing your vehicle, and purchasing tires. On behalf of Sheridan Motors' entire team, thank you for your business.
And welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson, and joining us tonight is Ryan Parker as we get ready to go. The Bronx taking on the Casper Kelly Walsh Trojans. And the first thing I'll say, Ryan, it is absolutely, and I said this morning on the radio. This morning about 7 o'clock, I went outside at the radio station. It was a glorious morning. I'm looking outside right now. It's absolutely perfect right now. It's chilly. Got that good fall weather. There's not a breath of wind and great sunshine. What a night.
This is football weather right here.
Oh, my goodness.
Early October. There's no precipitation around. Like you said, the flags are standing still. Not a breath of wind. Couldn't ask for a better night.
You know, the Bronx are getting ready to take the field right now, and tonight's a big night here at Sheridan High School. We're going to have the marching band at halftime. They're recognizing tonight first responders, and we have a lot of our first responders, Sheridan Police, Ambulance, Fire Department, and Highway Patrol here being recognized before the game. Next week will be Veterans and Military Appreciation Night. But, Ryan, you know what? I just want to talk briefly before we get into this football game about the passing of Homer Scott Jr., also known as Scotty, passed away this week. And I had a chance, I told you a couple of weeks ago, to have a great visit with Scotty at his home. And his wife Janet was there that day. And I was able to sit down a couple of weeks ago and really have a great visit. And the passing really of a great man and really a great family that has just, their legacy to the county and the city of Sheridan is amazing. And I know Scotty was a great supporter of Sheridan High School and of course this Bronx football program, and I kind of dubbed him this year the godfather of Bronx football. And he told me, he said, "Do you really need to say that?" Is what he said to me, because you know, a humble guy. But Scotty passed away this week, and you know, kind of a tough week, but I think it's almost a celebration week of a man and a family that have done so much for the community. I just have so many great memories of him and the fact that he passed away, but boy, the legacy he left.
Oh boy. Not just in Sheridan, in the state.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people know him, and very bittersweet night tonight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bow your heads.
And we're going to do a moment of silence right now with the rest of the crowd, so please stay with us, folks. A moment of silence for Homer Scott Jr.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, super. You know,
very good.
Great tribute, great man, and a great citizen of Sheridan County, and a great family in Sheridan County, and they're going to do something a little bit later. I think a lot of the family members are here tonight. I think Janet Scott, his wife, is here with some of the other family members. His children are here as well, and that'll be coming up. Also at halftime, I'll let you know that coming up on our video web stream, the Sheridan high school band will be playing tonight, the marching band, and it was so cool last year when they, so this is their second year, Ryan. Last year, I was like, okay, they went and they did the one game where they marched, no uniforms. They got some really sweet uniforms this year.
Yes, they do.
They look great. It's going to be fun to see them at halftime tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Chad Rose does an amazing job with that band, and, I'm so happy to see the marching band back.
And they put in it, when the Sheridan Bronx football team started two-a-days, the band was up here.
Oh, sure.
And they were, I know that for a fact, anecdotally, I've seen it, the work that those kids have put in. And the coach, you can call him a band teacher. He's a coach.
He's a coach.
He's a drill instructor. And we're going to get the chance to see them tonight. And we'll let everybody know on our video web stream. You will be able to see and hear that at halftime coming up on the video web stream.
Yeah, and rumor has it is that they're going to be performing what they're going to perform at the state competition next week, I do believe.
Yeah, next weekend, yep.
I think it's next weekend down in Casper.
So, we get ready to roll tonight. Let's talk about the Bronx and this football game. We're getting ready to play here, and again, a beautiful evening of football. Well, we're on a 25-game winning streak right now. Casper Kelly Walsh comes in right now. Casper Kelly Walsh is a playoff team. They've got 2 victories over Laramie and Cheyenne South. The Sheridan Broncs, of course, coming off that monster win last week at Cheyenne East. That was huge. What a great victory. And, the one thing I will say, people, well, after you win a game like that, there's always a letdown the next week. This team doesn't have letdowns. I think if the coaches will not let them have that time to let down, and I don't think the players and the character of this program has a letdown. And Casper Kelly Walsh, I hope they pack the lunch because they're going to need it tonight because this team's coming at you.
Oh yeah, they don't look past any opponent. In all the years that Don Julian, Coach Mowry, whatever. They preach we don't look past anybody because it can happen. I mean, you have to show up and you have to play who's in front of you.
Well, if you're a sportsman, and what I mean when I talk about being a sportsman or sportswoman, if you're involved in athletics at all, you just appreciate the game. So you respect your opponent. It doesn't matter who it is, and you respect the fact that you're out there and you get a chance to wear the blue and gold. And tonight the Broncs are in all blue with the gold helmets, and you respect that. So the Broncs have the utmost respect for Casper Kelly Walsh, and they're going to come out and they're going to do battle tonight and let the chips fall where they may.
Yes, sir. And the Broncs won the coin toss, and so they will be receiving the ball.
So don't go anywhere.
So
in the next 5 minutes, do not go anywhere because Dane Steele has 5 returns for touchdowns this year, 4 punts and a kickoff. Last week was a spectacular return.
Oh man,
it was something special last week. 99-yard return, and it was like 99.9-yard return because he caught that thing right at the goal line and took it back against Cheyenne East. So
and the thing about Dane is he just makes it look so easy. Like when you watch it, like he doesn't try to get fancy. He just runs north and south and gets as many yards as he can. And he's fast. And you know what? He doesn't do anything really shifty.
Certain players, I've talked to the coaches this week, certain players just have a knack for either the sport of basketball or if you play tennis or whatever the sport might be. They just have a knack for being able to do what they do. And you can say, well, Dane, why did you make this cut this way and that way? They can't tell you why they did it. They're just out there doing it.
Right.
And you can't coach that. And so we'll see how it goes. So the Broncs will receive the opening kickoff against the Trojans tonight. Again, Kelly Walsh with the green pants and white tops, and the Broncs in all blue tonight. I guess we could call it Scotty Scott night, Homer Scott Jr. night.
Sure.
Homer Scott Field, Homer Scott Stadium, junior and senior. And away we go. What a night. Oh, my goodness. They call this the old Chamber of Commerce night. Is what it is. As we wait for the teams to come out, the Broncs will be moving from the left to right across your radio dial as we get rolling in this ball game. The Broncs, a couple of dings last week, a couple of injuries. I think some of the guys will be held out a little bit tonight, I think. I know that Andy Gary had a little scare last week, but he's okay. And we've just been in our booth with us right now. Don Julian has just stepped in. And Coach, good to see you. It was good to see Jeannie earlier, too.
Yeah,
good to see you. What a special night.
Yeah.
Will you come up at halftime? If you have a minute,
right
if you have 30 seconds, if you have 30 seconds, come up.
Okay.
All right. You better find a seat because this might be coming back here pretty quick. Good to see Coach Jay just stepped in. We saw Jeannie Julian earlier tonight on this kind of a, like you said, I think, Ryan, you said it, bittersweet evening. Here is the opening kickoff. And it'll be an onside kick attempt, kind of a
You got to get on that.
And the Broncs will get on it, and they'll have it covered. Great field position for the Broncs as it was Kelton Crow covering it. I don't think Kelly Walsh was messing around.
No.
They're not kicking that thing away.
But Sheridan let that go a little bit farther than what they might have wanted.
And I don't think that was a true onside kick attempt. I just think that was like, you know what, we're not doing it.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for the Broncs. The line of scrimmage will be their own 37-yard line, and Don Berrettini back in there. Taryn Grooms will be the running back in this opening set. 3 wides in the set. Dane Steele lined up in the slot, and Kelly Walsh will jump off sides. Well, not a good way to start. Got a little too anxious, so the Broncs will have it 1st and 5.
They're ready to go.
And, the Kelly Walsh kids are jacked.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, they're wound up. They're ready to go.
I mean, like you just said, 25 straight wins for Sheridan. They want to be that team that knocks them off.
First and 5 of the Bronx, now at their own 42. Again, Grooms in the backfield with Berrettini. Lined up in the slot as a wide receiver is Steele to the far side. And it's Kelton Crow that will come to the near side, line up that blocking back. And Berrettini will give it off to Groomsy, and Taryn will pound it up the middle, and he will cross the 45. And it'll be second and a couple. Second and 2, we'll call it. Lady Bronx volleyball team at Charlotte County tonight. And they're ahead. Excuse me. They're up in that match. Tongue River, by the way, the Eagles won today against Burns. So second and short. And Berrettini will keep it up the middle. First down and more. That's the outside 40. 35, 30. Now to 20. 10, 5. Touchdown, Bronx.
Wow.
Tom Berrettini.
And he had one of those wide receivers out there blocking for him, and he just got in right behind him and took it to the house.
57 yards. Make that 58 yards for Dom Berrettini. Brian, there was nobody there to tackle him. There was nobody there to tackle him.
Kelly Walsh got sucked inside, and it was wide open lane to the end zone.
Well, that didn't take long. The Bronx, we are exactly 40 seconds into the game.
All right.
Bronx on the scoreboard first. Dom Berrettini, quarterback keeper. He bounced to the outside, and again, there was not a tackler anywhere. And now Gilby for the point after, as Ty Gilbertson will line it up. Steele holds, kick through, and the Bronx, 40 seconds into the ball game, are on the board. 7-0 Sheridan on the rain scoreboard. You're listening to the Bronx on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM.
I have a great new idea for lunch at Farmers Co-op. I'm calling it the Build Your Own Sampler Platter. I couldn't make up my mind, so I walked up to the deli window and ordered all 3, gizzards, mushrooms, and some hot samatza sticks. It was awesome. You can do the same thing with mini tacos, jalapeno poppers, wings, heck, mix and match anything you want. Lunch can be pretty cool at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, welcome back here. Well, 2 plays and a touchdown. Dom Berrettini, 58 yards on the quarterback keeper. And
nothing fancy.
I mean, he bounced it to the outside. There was not a white jersey around. He just sprinted to the end zone. And he had plenty of blockers down there. Now, Ty Gilbertson, he's the leading kicker right now in the state. Ty can just boom it. And he was a weapon last week against Cheyenne East. He did not give Cheyenne East many opportunities. I think one time last week in that game they had a chance at a return, and Gilby swings it and lets it fly, and you can forget about it. That's a touchback.
4 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's one of his short kicks.
Right.
So it'll be Casper Kelly Walsh football. They'll have their first possession of the ball game. First and 10 on their own 20. 7-0 Bronx already on the range scoreboard. We are not even a half minute. We're 40 seconds into the ball game, and on that Bronx defense. And the thing about it is we talk about the offense because they scored so many points. This defense has really been tough. I mean, they gave up a lot of yards last week, but they still won on the road at a real tough place to play at East.
Yeah, absolutely. To get a win in that environment, that's huge.
So Carter Alvar is their quarterback.
Just a sophomore. 3
wides in the set. For Casper Kelly Walsh, first and 10 from their own 20. Here's the first snap of the ball game. Send a man in motion to the far side. Going to come out throwing, and it's going to be caught down the middle. Great hookup, and a big play for the Trojans into Sheridan territory near the Bronx 30-yard line. Before the receiver driven back, they come out swinging. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play. And
we got a flag on the play. We got a flag
at the 47-yard line of Kelly.
Let's see what we got here.
Well, it's out in the middle.
Kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
I was going to say, Ryan, you've officiated football. There wasn't a whole lot out there. What have we got? There was no contact with the receiver. It's going to go against Kelly. After the play, maybe? Ooh.
Sideline interference. That's going to cost them 15.
Wow. Somebody took out an official, I'm thinking.
Yep. Coaches weren't back in the box.
Oh, boy. Usually you get a warning on that.
No, yeah, but if you make contact, it's an automatic 15.
So the ball will move all the way back to the Bronx 47. So the Bronx take a haymaker right on the chin as Kelly Walsh comes out running, or throwing anyway. Caden Boyce, the running back, in the backfield with Alvar. 1st and 10, and he will get the carry, and Boyce gets maybe a couple
yards
across the 45-yard line. That was a nice throw, though, by Alvar.
Yeah, hit him right in stride.
Great hookup with Miles Puryear. Great throw. So 2nd and 8 for Kelly. The nose of the ball just inside the Bronx 45-yard line. We're a minute and a half into the ball game. 7-0 Bronx on the range scoreboard. Alvar to throw. Looking, dumps it off underneath, and it's not going to get much. Maybe a yard, that'll be it, as he dumps it off to Landon Walker.
Dane Steele comes up and says, that's far enough.
You know, those safeties can get a good look of everything in front of them.
Yep. Dane knew exactly where he was supposed to be and made the nice open field tackle. That was one thing watching the game last week. I thought that the Bronx did a really good job of making those tackles in the open field. One
against really good athletes.
Right.
So 3rd and 7 now for Kelly. And Alvar to throw again. Now he's going to run. And the Bronx chase. He will have the 1st down and be driven out of bounds on the Casper Kelly Walsh sideline near the 35-yard line. So nice play by the Kelly Walsh quarterback.
Alex Hazel was coming on giving a little pressure, and he just kind of overran the play, and that quarterback just snuck underneath him and got the 1st down.
Well, we can already see Alvar, the sophomore, good athlete.
For sure.
Good feet, good quickness. 1st and 10 for Kelly at the Bronx 35. Bronx defense digs in now. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. 9:40 to play. Clock stopped. And Alvar to throw. Going to chuck it. Got a man. It's going to be caught. Nice throw and catch.
Boy, he was wide open, too. Doggone.
Miles Puryear again with a great catch inside the Bronx 25.
Well, they found something that's working a little bit, haven't they?
Right down the middle of the field that time. Great throw and catch, and Puryear had to go down low to pick that one up. And they'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Kelly at the Bronx 18-yard line. The running back, Boyce, will stand right next to his quarterback, Alvar. Kelly Walsh with 3 wides in the set. Play comes in from the sidelines. Alvar out of the gun. And he's going to throw quickly. Got a screen pass underneath. And a decent gain here inside the Bronx 15 to about the 14-yard line. The catch made by Landon Walker.
About a 5-yard gain on that pass.
They're not going to give him a whole lot of forward progress. It's called a gain of 4 to the 14, so 2nd and 6. So Kelly Walsh hits the big play, overcomes the penalty. It really didn't hurt him because it was after the play was over. Now empty backfield. 4 wides in this set and a blocking back in the backfield for Alvar. Alvar to throw, running left. Is he going to run with it? Looking to throw. Going to chuck it over the middle. Got a man wide open inside the 5. And Casper Kelly Walsh got themselves a touchdown, I think.
He's just short.
Just shy at the 1-yard line. It's a great play by Alvar.
He rolled out and threw back across his body. Got a big block from that back. And threw back across his body, and that guy was wide open at
Braden Johnson.
He's wide open at about the 3.
Alvar will go under center. Quarterback sneak, and did they get in? It does not look like it. Didn't look like it moved at all. The Bronx wanted a penalty. Somebody apparently had moved. The Bronx coaching staff jumping up and down. They went for the quarterback sneak and didn't get it.
It looked like the quarterback moved before anybody and just tried, doing that old Philadelphia Eagles play that.
So 2nd
works.
and goal from the 1-yard line for Kelly. Hey, tip of the cap to the Trojans.
2nd and goal, Trojans.
They got burned early. Now the Trojans are knocking on the door. 2nd and goal from the 1. Alvar out of the gun, going to keep it. Pitch. Got his man Walker, heads to the end zone, and he is going to be short.
Yeah.
Bronx did a great job of stringing the play out. And 3rd and goal coming. And we've got a Bronx down on the side on the field right now. Not sure who it is. Going to go out and take a look at him. Hey, credit Kelly Walsh.
Right.
Berrettini scored on the big play for the Bronx on the second play from scrimmage for the Bronx on the big run. And Kelly Walsh marched right back down the field. It'll be 3rd and goal. And actually, I think they lost maybe a yard on the play. I think they're going to spot the ball at the 3-yard line. So a loss of a couple on the play. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. I think if you're Kelly Walsh right now, you're going to call 2 plays, aren't you? They're not going to settle for a field goal, are they?
I don't think you can. I mean, you're trying to get a number.
You know what? They're taking a look at the injured player on the field right now. We're going to get a quick break. We'll come back with more. Bronx lead 7-0, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYO 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters your loudest cheers and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan.
This is Kent Sherwood with Sheridan Physical Therapy, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And that was Cody Dunham came off the field. And they're going to take a look at Cody. I don't know if it's a lower leg injury, obviously, as he comes off. 3rd and goal for Kelly Walsh from the Bronx 3-yard line. Alvar sends a man in motion. And a quick pitch out there, and he's in trouble, and they're not going to get the touchdown for sure. They're going to lose a couple more yards. Great defense again by the Bronx as the pitch went to Landon Walker. And if you're Casper Kelly Walsh, you going to kick it, or do you go for it? Obviously, the kicking team comes in, and Seth Tharp is their kicker.
Oh, and they're going to run this old swinging gate, it looks like.
I don't know why teams do this, and it's ridiculous. Oh, maybe they're going to run a play. Let's see. See if they run a play or if they're going to shift
I think that line will shift.
Let's see if they run it or not. They're going to run a play.
Oh.
They are going to run a play. And Walker is going to throw it. He gets hit as he lets it go, and it's going to be batted down incomplete. You know what?
Great defense. They didn't bite on it. Jacob Ormseth was there. Just knocked it down. He probably could have intercepted it, but he just knocked it down, and
I'm just
Bronx
thinking,
take over.
Why, if you're going to do that, why not just run a play? When you're playing, these coaches in 4A are not going to get fooled. The players in 4A, you're not going to pull a trick. You're going to fool the Sheridan Bronx? No. So the Bronx will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 3-yard line. Actually, let's call it the 5-yard line. So 1st and 10 Bronx from their own 5. You're not going to fool anybody. I'd rather see them go for it in that position with the starting offense out there. If you're going to go for 6.
At this level, you can't pull that trickery out. It's not going to work.
It's not going to. Berrettini takes the snap. It's a high snap. Give it to Grooms.
Oh, we got whistles.
Probably movement somewhere on the Bronx. It'll still be 1st down. They'll move it half the I'm thinking maybe motion. Illegal motion maybe, or what? Or what have we got? Nothing? Well, I think we got...
let's see. What?
Our referee's going to let us know what happened. I did not see a flag fly. Yeah, false start on the Bronx.
Yep.
So somebody moved.
It's like a 1-yard penalty.
So 1st and, let's call it 12. 1st and 12 for the Bronx now, back at their own 3-yard line. I just either kick the field. I just would have loved to see Kelly keep the starting offense out there and go for the touchdown. And it's going to be straight ahead, the handoff, and a breakaway by Berrettini, the quarterback. He's out the gate, and he's out to the 40-yard line. Holy mackerel.
Right up the gut.
Dom has 2 great runs. Dom's got 100 yards of rushing right now. Hundo. He's ran it twice. He's got 100 yards.
That's pretty good average.
Not bad. I'm averaging 50 yards a carry, Mom. 1st and 10 for the Bronx at their own 40. Not quite 100 for Berrettini. He's got about 90. And it will be the give this time to Grooms, running to the right, breaking tackles. Groomsy across midfield, fighting off tacklers, and down he goes at the 37-yard line of Casper Kelly Walsh, and the Bronx are on the move again. 6:09 to play, clock running first quarter, 7-0 Bronx. I still would have loved to see Kelly go for it on fourth down. If you're going to go, go.
Yeah, I mean
the Trojans they're a playoff team already.
Yep.
So, I would have loved to see them just run something with the starting offense. First
Right.
and 10 Bronx at the Kelly 37. It's going to be Grooms again, right up the gut. He's into the secondary. Gets a block, cuts outside. 15-10-5. Touchdown, Darren Grooms.
Beck has with the block that sprung him to the end zone.
So Grooms, he goes 37 yards to the score, and it's 14-0 Bronx, 5:43 to play, first quarter.
Don't get ahead of yourself. 13. With the extra point yet to come.
Gilby's kind of automatic auto right here. Did I jinx him? I hope I didn't.
And just got an update from Casper. The Sheridan Lady Bronx beat Natrona 3-1. After dropping the first set 25-13, they came back and won 3 straight.
They woke up. They got a wake-up call that first game. So Gilby 2 out the point after. With 5:43 to play in the first quarter. Kick is up right down the middle. 14-0 Bronx on the Rage scoreboard. You're listening to the Bronx on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters your loudest cheers and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, that was a 97-yard drive. Didn't take too many plays. I think 3 plays, 97 yards, and the Bronx lead 14-0 against Casper Kelly Walsh. But the Trojans showed us their first drive, Ryan. They're here to play.
Yeah, they
went all the way
ball.
down. Obviously,
they took it from the 20 or 25 because it was a touchback on the kickoff.
From the 20, yeah.
From the 20, and they went all the way down to the 3. And if it's me, I probably would have put points up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me, though.
Hindsight's 20/20.
It
right?
is.
It is.
Yep.
It's tough. It's a tough call when you're trying to make it on the fly. And Ty Gilbertson to kick it away. And it's a high end-over-end kick. This one's going to be returnable. And coming out of there with it is Seth Tharp. Flag flies. Our cameraman almost biffed it. Almost got drilled as Kason Payton returned that thing. But a flag flies. And I'm glad to see that Will Timberlake is okay. If Will is listening, Will, wave at us. That was close. You know what? That camera's worth more than you, Will. Get that thing out of the way. Get that camera out of the way. That was close. So the penalty is going to go against the Bronx, by the way, I think. No, it's a hold.
Holding on K-Dub.
I was looking at the body language of our referees. They were pointing the wrong direction. It's like, fellas, we're going the other way. So holding against Kelly. Usually you don't get a defensive penalty on returns.
Right.
Very often. So the ball will be moved back to the Kelly Walsh 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 13-yard line after the holding call. Holding call. 14-0 Bronx, and Alvar ready to go again.
Well, let's see if they come out throwing again.
Well, they came out chucking and moved the ball right down the field. Alvar to throw. Bounces, looks at outside. Picked off! Intercepted at the 15-yard line.
Carson Chase.
Carson Chase, the junior, kind of jumped the route a little bit. The ball kind of behind the receiver line, a little bit low, and Chase jumped it and made a great diving catch.
And he's going to come over and ring the turnover bell.
Oh, we have a bell we ring now, huh? Can we hear it?
Oh, yeah.
I heard it that time. The turnover bell.
You bet.
1st and 10 Bronx on the 15-yard line of Kelly. Boy, they just want to slam it in right here.
Yep.
Looks like Naid Aguirre is in the ball game right now at the running back spot. And Naid, they'll fake it to him. Berrettini to throw. Got a man. It's Dane Steele. Caught! Touchdown! One play drive, 15 yards. Berrettini to Steele for the score. And
that was like playing 500 in the backyard. There was nobody around Dane.
So you got 2 scores in 12 seconds for the Bronx.
They're not known for scoring quickly, are they?
Not at all. And Gilbertson back out there for the point after. 5:31 to go, so the Bronx have scored twice in the span of 12 seconds on the game clock. And now Gilbertson for the point after the interception from Carson Chase. The Bronx cash it in one play. Gilby knocks it through. 21-0 Bronx on the Range scoreboard. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYO, 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
Accidents happen, and the Waring Sheridan Chevrolet Collision Center is open and ready to help if you've had an unfortunate encounter leaving you needing collision repair. Get your damaged vehicle repaired and back to you in like-new condition. They offer free pickup and delivery along with paintless dent repair using the latest in state-of-the-art equipment. Waring Chevrolet is a preferred provider for most insurance companies. The Waring Chevrolet Collision team is here and ready for your repair work at 400 North Gould.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, the Bronx get the turnover. Interception by Carson Chase, and one play, a 15-yard touchdown pass. Berrettini to steal. 21-0 Bronx. And now Gilbertson to kick it away. As Martinez and Harris back to receive this kick. First one was returnable, and Gilby lets this one fly. This one's high, and it's going to be returnable.
Picked up at the 10.
And not much there. 20-yard line, that'll be it. Actually, I think they're going to give him the 21-yard line.
That's a pretty generous spot.
Martinez with the return. So 1st and 10 for Kelly. On their own 21, Bronx lead at 21-0 with 5:26 left in the first quarter. So Alvar brings his guys out. Empty backfield. One man comes to motion, going to throw down the seam. This one's going to be caught. Out there for a first down. Nice catch. Actually, that was a great one by Walker. So the best part of the offense for Kelly so far has been that passing game. 1st and 10 for Kelly at their own 34. As we approach the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Alvar again to throw again. And he's got another man. It's going to be another first down. Ball comes out, and the Bronx have it. Another turnover. Reed with it. Going back the other way. They'll have it inside the Kelly Walsh 30-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
Carson Chase again.
It was Chase again?
Again. Number 10, Carson Chase.
Wow.
Johnny
2
on the
in a
spot.
row.
Johnny on the spot.
I thought it was Breck Reed, number 20. It was actually number 10 again. And another turnover, and quickly the Bronx offense sprints out onto the field. Oh, boy.
And they've got it at, what, the 23?
It's called the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Kelly 23. Another pick.
You just cannot turn the ball over against the Sheridan
goodness.
Bronx.
And again, that was one of those deflected balls bouncing around. Now Berrettini will line up in the backfield. 90 Gary in the backfield with him. 3 wides in the set. See if the Bronx take another shot at the end zone here. And they're going to. Berrettini to throw. Has time, steps up in the pocket. Now they'll chase him. Now he's going to run. And he'll be taken down near the 17-yard line. He'll pick up about 6 when there wasn't a whole lot there. Good coverage downfield by Kelly. He didn't have anywhere to throw it.
A little bit of pressure, too.
Yeah. Forced him to move up in the pocket a little bit. 2nd and short for the Bronx at the Kelly 17. Bronx already lead it, and a flag flies before the snap.
Well, that nose tackle made contact, but let's see if he was drawn offsides.
And he was not.
Nope.
So the Bronx get an automatic first down at the Kelly Walsh 11.
Turnovers and penalties for Kelly Walsh.
So the Bronx lead it right now 21-0, 4:29 left in the first quarter. Back-to-back turnovers by Kelly has doomed them here early. Again, a Geary in the backfield with Berrettini out of the gun from the Kelly Walsh 11-yard line. Dom will take the snap, looks to throw. Underneath's got a man that's going to be caught, and it'll be down near the 5-yard line. Coming up with a catch that time was Aiden O'Leary.
He just kind of found that little soft spot there, and Berrettini dumped it over the top to him.
Kelton Crow's going to come into the ball game right now. Line up at one of the wide receivers. Deck Haswell to the near side with Dane Steele. And O'Leary will go to the far side along with Crow. And actually, Crow's going to line up in the backfield right now. And now he'll come to the near side, almost one of those blocking backs or H-back, whatever you want to call it. Naidi Geary in the backfield with Berrettini. From the 11, fake it to Naid. Berrettini going to roll out and going to run with it. And he's in for the score, I believe. Did he get there or not? And they're going to say it is a touchdown Bronx. Berrettini scores again. Just snuck it in there. And Dom has two rushing touchdowns and a touchdown pass already in the first quarter. So Berrettini scores on the 11-yard run. And Gilbertson back out there. And the Bronx now lead 27-0. And we still have 3:39 to go. But, boy, you know what? Turnovers kill you. It's like walks in baseball. They just haunt you. And right now, a couple of turnovers deep in your own end for Kelly Walsh have really doomed them here in the first quarter. And Gilbertson will fire the extra point through. 3:39 to go, opening quarter on the Range scoreboard. Sheridan leads it 28-0. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO 1410 AM and 106.9 FM on our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, a couple of turnovers now by Casper Kelly Walsh. That's doomed them, as I said, here in the first quarter. 28-0 Bronx. And with good football teams, you cannot turn the ball over. They'll make you pay. And again, they were both turnovers, Ryan, deep in your own end. And you're just really put yourself really up against the wall.
That second one was on the Sheridan side of the field, but he made a nice return after that second interception and got it down into, inside the 30.
So Gilbertson ready to boot it away. Again, back deep to receive the kick. Martinez and Harris for the Trojans. And Gilby will let it fly. Not messing around this time. He'll bang this one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, and Kelly will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20.
I think Ty was a little frustrated with those last two that he didn't get him into the end zone.
Well, they were really high and short, so I'm not sure if he's, is he trying something
I was going
to
say, is he trying something different?
Yeah. Or maybe giving, I hate to say give my guys a chance to go down there and actually cover one.
Right.
I hate to say that because I don't think that's really the case. So Casper Kelly Walsh, 1st and 10 on their own 20. Down 28-0 here in the first quarter. And Alfar's got his guys ready to go again. Boyce in the backfield with him, 1st and 10 from the 20. Going to fake the give and throw. Going to be caught out there underneath by Walker. Walker's going to have a first down out across the 30 to about the 32. Good high percentage pass and catch.
They've shown that they can throw the ball a little bit.
You know what? Alvar's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
I like the kid.
Yep.
You know what?
He's accurate so far.
He's only going to get better.
Right.
Obviously, but he's shown that he throws a good ball already. Time they'll empty the backfield. Bring him Walker in motion. Going to throw underneath. This one going to be caught down. Oh, nice throw.
Nice
catch.
grab.
That was caught by Purrier. Again, another nice throw. That'll go across midfield to the Bronx 49.
Kelly Walsh has been moving the ball.
That was in traffic, too.
That was. And you know what? That's probably, 6, 7 first downs for Kelly Walsh.
They've moved the ball well, those turnovers, though.
Yep.
They'll empty the backfield now. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the Bronx 49. And again, the passing game has been helping them. Alvar in trouble, and he will go down. It's not going to be a sack. He'll gain a yard.
Colin Custis on that tackle.
Wasn't a whole lot there. The Bronx defensive front really got in there and kind of broke that play up. A gain of a yard, 2nd and 9 for the Trojans from the Bronx 48.
Alex Haswell came from that left end position and forced Alvar to, kind of cut it up, and Custis was right there to make the tackle.
2nd and 9. Boyce in the backfield. Fake to give to him. Pass is going to be out in the flat to Walker. Walker trying to get some running room. He's got a little bit out there. He'll be shy of the first down near the Bronx 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short for Kelly. From the Bronx 41. 3rd about 2. Actually, they're going to give him darn near the 40-yard line, so 3rd and a yard coming for Kelly. Just outside the Bronx 40-yard line with 2:05 to go. And the clock running here in the first quarter. Bronx lead 28-0 on the Range scoreboard. And we've got some movement pre-snap, and now we're going to get reset. Now Alvar's going to go under center, and now he'll step back. I think he just said something to his offensive lineman. And now they're ready to go. And Alvar to the left, under pressure, gets the pass off. It's going to be a Kelly Walsh first down near the Bronx 36-yard line. Boy, that was just kind of a...
Walker with the catch.
He rolled out to his left. It was a good thing because the Bronx were really bringing the heat. And he was able to get out of it and find Walker for the catch. 1st and 10 for Kelly. Nose of the ball again, just shy of the Bronx 35. Kelly on the move again. Doing it all through the air. Alvar to throw again. Bubble screens, got his man. It's going to be caught and to about the 30-yard line. On the catch was Puryear.
Boy, and they're not doing anything special. No. Dink and dunk it right over, 5 yards at a time.
2nd and 5.
Wow, and those receivers are wide open, too.
You keep your quarterback out of harm's way in that quick passing game.
Yep.
A gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for Kelly at the Sheridan 31-yard line. Under a minute to play now in the first quarter, still 28-0 Bronx. On 2nd and 5. Puryear in motion. Alvar to throw. Looks over the middle. He dumped it to the outside. Incomplete. Off the fingertips of Walker this time.
Breck Reed was right there. He wanted that one.
40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clock stop now. 3rd and 5 for Kelly at the Sheridan 31. Next week, Bronx back at home. Their old friends, their old rivals from Natrona County come in next week.
That's always a fun matchup.
Oh, don't you love it?
Yeah.
Just the atmosphere. Alvar to throw, shovel it out to the left side to Puryear, and he just gets crushed, and we're going to get...
Roughing the passer.
I think Alex Haswell.
Yep.
Going to get called for hitting Alvar late.
Yep.
It's kind of a weird... It's kind of a... I want to call it a shovel pass. I don't know what you'd call that. It's almost like we watch a basketball player throw a two-handed bounce pass.
Right.
It's kind of like he's shoveling it out there double-handed. And Haswell is going to get caught for the hit.
And that came directly from the white hat.
Yep.
The official.
Yep, roughing the passer. So is that automatic first down?
It is.
15 automatic first down, so Kelly Walsh.
Anytime you have a roughing play, it's going to be like you have a running into the kicker or automatic. A roughing. But if it's a roughing, it's an automatic first down.
So the ball, they're going to move it. So the Brock defense now backs up against the wall. The line of scrimmage will be the Sheridan 16-yard line with 35 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Here come the Trojans again. 28-0 Bronx lead it. Alvar's got his guys ready to go again. Again, the Bronx did stop him one time down here. Alvar to pump once. Alvar in trouble, and down he goes. He pumped it once like he wanted to throw it, and then the whole thing just went south.
And there was about 3 or 4 Bronx there. That defensive line, I think all of them were right there. They kind of stacked him up, and then...
So Peyton Martineau was jumped off the quarterback first and lost on the play. All the way back to the 23-yard line of the Bronx. And that will end the first quarter. After 1 on the range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 28, Casper Kelly Walsh nothing. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Hi, this is Amber Stones with First Northern Bank in Sheridan, and we want you to know that we appreciate your loyalty in keeping your business local. We pride ourselves on providing excellent customer service and have so many amazing products and services that I can't even begin to list them all here. You'll have to swing by our location at 29 North Gould Street in Sheridan or 141 South Main Street in Buffalo and see for yourself. You can also jump online at firstnorthern.bank and take a look before stopping by. We look forward to helping you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready to turn a page on your career? McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan have an exciting opportunity. McDonald's is on the lookout for a dynamic full-time shift manager to lead the team, starting at an impressive $21 per hour. This open-to-close position, including weekends, offers stability and opportunities for everyone. This shift manager position has a starting pay of $21 per hour. Visit McHire.com to submit your application online or drop by any McDonald's location and pick up an application.
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, Casper Kelly Walsh will face second and about 17. The line of scrimmage, the Bronx 23 after the sack. So second and long coming for the Trojans as we start the second quarter. And the Bronx put up 28 in the first quarter. Back-to-back turnovers by Kelly Walsh. And the Bronx cashed it in quickly. Alvar to throw. Dump it underneath. It's going to be intercepted. This one's picked off. They went with the screen pass. It's intercepted. And coming up, who was that? Is it Noah Williamson?
Yes, sir.
It was Noah Williamson with the pick.
And look at his teammates.
They're going bananas.
They're going crazy.
Oh,
that's a defensive lineman's dream right there.
Defensive lineman's dream is an interception. They set up the screen pass, and Noah is right there to pick it off. 3 picks now for the Bronx, and the Bronx will take over 1st and 10.
Another costly turnover.
So the Bronx stop another drive on another pick, and here's Berrettini ready to go to work again. From the 35, Dom to throw. Sets up outside. It's going to be caught out there.
Breck Reed with the catch.
And he'll be close to a first down near the 45-yard line. No, he just, that was one of those where I just have the feeling Noah Williamson felt the screen pass was coming. Because those linemen kind of retreat.
Right.
And he just kind of stood his ground.
Yep, he just stood there and stepped right
in front of it.
Yep.
Yep, defensive lineman's dream is an interception. I will tell you this, Noah Williamson will never forget that one. They gave the Bronx a first down at the 45-yard line. So first down for the Bronx on their own 45. Up big here first half. I'm going to give it to Naeed Aguirre up the gut. Naeed will have a first down and picks up about 11. As he'll cross into Kelly Walsh territory inside the Kelly 45.
Nice run. Good to see Naeed out there. Got banged up a little bit last week.
Last week had a little bit of a scare on that repaired knee, but he's okay. That was good to see. And Naeed will stay in the ball game. 1st and 10 Bronx at the Kelly 44-yard line. As the sun starts to set and it's starting to cool off. But we're sitting inside, as I tell everybody. Aguirre again up the gut, and he'll break a few tackles, and Naeed's going to get about 4 or 5 before they finally stack him up, and they will say he gets the 40-yard line, so again a 4 for Naeed. Again, just good to see him back in there. Good to get him some snaps tonight. Of course, when you can platoon running backs, we'll see Taryn Grooms a little bit more tonight as well, but I think this series it's all Naeed right now. So 2nd and 6 coming for the Bronx at the Kelly 40. Bronx up big here first half. Berrettini to throw. Looking, pumps once. Now he's going to scramble. Gets hit, gets away. Now he's going to run with it. He's got a first down and more, and he'll lower his head across the 30 near the 25-yard line. good heads-up play by the quarterback. Dom's having a great first half.
Yeah, he was looking downfield, but there was nothing open, and he didn't try to force anything, and he just kept it himself and got a first down.
The thing about Dom is he's a little quicker than you think.
Absolutely.
We talk about the speed of some of the outside guys.
And he's a big kid.
He's got some size, and we talk about the kind of the speed of Dunham and Steele and some of those guys. Dom pretty quick as well. 1st and 10 Bronx at the Casper Kelly Walsh 27. Berrettini to throw. Looking across the middle. He's got a man and incomplete. He wanted, who was that out there? I think it was Jacob Ormseth.
Yep.
And they'll go in, throw a little bit behind him and low. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bronx. That's about the only, there hasn't been a negative play yet.
I'm not sure there's been many second downs.
There haven't been.
At least for the Bronx.
9:47 to go. Clock stopped right now. First half, Bronx lead 28-0. Now lining up in the backfield, I think that's Kelton Crow, is lined up there with a Geary in the backfield with Berrettini. 2nd and 10 Bronx. Let's give it to Kelton running right. Crow bounces outside. Look out, got a block. Lowers his head, driven out of bounds near the 10-yard line of Kelly. I think the Bronx are going to have it 1st and goal near the Kelly Walsh 9-yard line. Nice blocking downfield by the wide receivers.
Yeah, Kelton just was very patient and just waited for those wideouts to set their blocks, and he just got to the outside of them.
They'll spot the ball down at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Bronx at the Kelly 10. Same setup with Crow and a Geary in the backfield with Berrettini. 1st and 10 Bronx from the Kelly Walsh 10. 9:39 to go. First half. 28-0 Bronx on the range scoreboard. Berrettini to throw. Looks over the middle. Got a man. It's going to be caught for the score. Kelton Crow with a catch. And the Bronx ring the bell again. Now 34-0 Bronx with 9.5 to go in the first half. That was just a bullet by Berrettini as he found Crow just kind of, it was one of those things. He's just, like you said, he found an open spot right at the goal line and just kind of sat down, and Berrettini drilled it right in there. And now Gilbertson for the PAT.
A little bit of a high snap.
Kick is up, and it's good. With 9:35 to play in the first half on the range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 35, Casper Kelly Walsh nothing. You're listening to the Bronx on 1410 KWY on 106.9 FM and our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
35 points.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBIA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBIA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Back, everybody. Score update for you. Bighorn, not much of a surprise, Ryan, leading Newcastle 21-3. Again, Tongue River already beat Burns 41-6.
All right.
And the Bronx up 35-0 Sheridan with 9:35 to play in the half.
Seems like when one county team wins, they all win.
And Gilby will boot this one away. It's going to be returnable. Harris brings it out to the far sideline. It's driven out of bounds over the 25-yard line, and that's where Kelly will take over. And the thing about it is, 3 turnovers now for Kelly Walsh
have led to 3 touchdowns.
But they've been able to move the ball.
They have.
Through the air, they've been able to move the ball, but they just stumble with the turnovers, and the Bronx are making them pay.
Well, that's what good teams do. They take advantage of your mistakes.
So 1st and 10, Kelly Walsh from their own 25. And Alvar to throw. Looks outside and overthrew his man. That was a dangerous pass.
That was.
He was looking for Walker, and he overthrew him, and there was a couple of defensive backs just waiting for that one.
Breck Reed was licking his fingers wanting that one. A lot of young kids on the field for the blue and gold.
Starting to rotate guys through now, and why not?
Never know when you're going to need them.
2nd and 10 for Kelly at their own 25. In second quarter, Bronx up big. Alvar to throw again. Looks underneath, and this one's wide and incomplete. Looking for Walker again, now 3rd and 10 coming. Good coverage by the Bronx.
That was Ormseth on the coverage. I think Alvar rushed that pass just a little bit and just out of the reach of his receiver.
Coming up at halftime, we'll let you know the great supporters, the First Federal Bank and Trust pre- and post-game show are sponsors for opening lineups, the Powderhorn. Also the Powderhorn halftime show coming up. Going to run the fade. This one's incomplete. Looking outside that time per year. And it'll be 4th and 10 for Kelly. They'll punt it away. Well, you know what the Bronx want right now, right? Well, there's 9:19 to go in the first half. You know, making it an early night. I hate to say that. Making it an early night. It's like when you can start rotating guys through, start, shuffling your starters out of there.
Yep. You're already down. You're already down.
We got Dane. Is Dane out there?
Yes, sir.
And Steele's out there, and with him is Breck Reed.
Because you've got Dunham still on the bench.
Dunham had that ankle or whatever it was. Taking a look at him, or ankle or knee injury of some kind. And the punt is away. It's a high, short boomer. And it'll be Dane Steele in traffic. And he'll break a tackle. Shift his gears, coming to the 45 midfield. Got blockers. Now it's a foot race. He's going to be cut down at the Kelly Walsh 33.
He had one guy. He had one guy to beat, and he just that Kelly Walsh defender had the right angle on him and pushed him out.
As soon as he got free of that tackler and came back across the field, you're thinking, "Oh, look out!"
I can't believe he didn't fair catch that. But it's Dane Steele.
But it's he's thinking. He goes, "No, I'm going to return this thing."
Right. Because there was traffic around him when he caught that.
1st and 10 Bronx at the Kelly 33. Bronx lead 35-0 with 9:02 to go in the first half. Again, 3 first-half turnovers by Kelly. Just killed them. Really killed their chances. The Bronx have cashed in on all 3 of them. And now Berrettini to throw. Looks down the middle. Got a man wide open. Caught! Dane Steele touchdown! 33 yards. 1 play drive. Wow, he's wide open.
He was wide open.
Brian, he's wide open.
Yep.
I think you could have thrown that and caught him.
I don't think I could throw it that far, but I might be able to catch that.
Wow, Dane was wide open, and Dom just dropped a dime.
Yep.
And now it's 41-0. That one covers 33 yards.
Beautiful pass by Dom.
Wow.
And we talked about turnovers. Kelly turned it over on downs inside the 5 too.
That's right.
So you can count that as a turnover if you really want to.
Yeah, semantics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which led to a touchdown.
And Gilby will come on for the point after. So Ty will tee it up. Dane Steele holds. Kick on the way is up. And it is good with 8:57 to play in the first half. It's Sheridan 42, Kelly Walsh nothing. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it can be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project, residential or commercial. Give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971, or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
Hello, this is Michelle Manival from the Sports Stop and Foot of the Bighorns, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, it's all the Sheridan Bronx right now. It is the Sheridan Bronx Show, 42-0 Bronx. And that last drive, 1 play, and it took 32 seconds after the punt return. And now with 8:57 to go in the half, Gilbertson to boot it away and lets this one fly, and it will not be returnable. Going to be caught a yard deep. They're going to actually let him bring it out. I thought the back foot was in the end zone by Harris, and he will not get to the 10-yard line.
He must have had a foot outside the end zone.
Now, what's the rule on that?
If it crosses the plane, it's a touchback.
Okay. So even though if the foot's in the end zone?
I believe the ball has to cross the plane.
It's the ball, not where the person is. So the return to the 10-yard line, that's where Kelly Walsh will have it. Wow, this just kind of went south on the Trojans. But it's been the turnovers.
Oh, absolutely. And a few penalties, but for the most part, it's been a pretty clean game.
Yeah.
No extracurriculars or anything like that going on.
No, I think,
a couple false starts or whatever, but pretty clean game.
1st and 10 for Kelly from their own 10. Bronx up big still. We've got just under 9 minutes to play here in the first half, and the Bronx lead at 42-0. Alvar going to give it to Boyce, this time a running play, and he will have a first down and more out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line.
Nice run right up the middle.
They'll pick up the Kelly Walsh first down.
About 14, 15 yards?
Yeah, we see a lot of the Bronx out there right now. There's a few starters left in there on that defensive front, but and a couple of linebackers. But to see Derek Berrettini's playing a safety spot right now. You know what? Give Dom some snaps back there because, like you said, when you're not real deep, you got to make sure guys are getting a look out there, and Dom's getting a look at that safety spot. Alvar to throw again on first down. Quick pass. This one is almost picked off. That was close to another pick.
Yes, it was. Who was that over there?
That pass intended for Braden Johnson goes in.
Johnson, the intended receiver.
Aiden O'Leary.
Dang near had it.
Yep.
I'll tell you this. Aiden O'Leary had his hands on it.
Oh, yeah.
Before the receiver did, and they're lucky that wasn't intercepted. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Kelly at their own 28-yard line. And they're going to throw again. Bubble screen. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. It's going to end up okay. They're going to pick up about 6, and they'll bring up 3rd, about 4. But, Kelly Walsh has completely abandoned the running game.
Oh, yeah.
Completely abandoned it.
Well, that last running play that they did might have been their 2nd or 3rd all game.
Yeah, they've absolutely.
But they're moving the ball by throwing it.
Yeah, they are.
So why go away from it?
Well, you're down 42-0,
sure.
So now you got to chuck and duck. Alvar will send a man in motion, and people move. And the Bronx jump, and I think that's going to give Kelly Walsh an automatic first down.
Let's see. Were they drawn off?
There was some movement. Nope, it's going to be the Bronx.
So Haswell jumped.
Haswell and the whole defensive front came. So first down for Kelly Walsh.
Well, he's just a tall guy on this end, so he gets the recognition.
Yeah. Kind of hard to miss, Alex.
Yep.
1st and 10, Kelly now at their own 41 after the Bronx penalty. And now we've got a stoppage, and I think Jeff Mowry wants to talk to the referee and say, I thought they moved and our guys jumped. And, I think the penalty's already been stepped off. I don't think Jeff's going to get any justice here. He just wants to talk to the referees about it.
He just wants an explanation.
Yeah.
No challenging in high school football.
Thank goodness.
Right?
Let's not go there, ever.
Let the officials make the calls.
Hey, live and die with the bad calls and the good calls.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Kelly at their own 41. Alvar, running play to Boyce, and he'll pick up about 3 or 4. Close to the 44-yard line. Still 7:35 to play in the clock running first half, with the Bronx up 42-0. Wow.
2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Trojans.
Big game in Cheyenne tonight?
Yeah, East Central.
East Central.
East should boat race them.
Sure.
They should. But, rivalry games like that.
You just never know.
The old Capitol Bowl, Alvar to throw. Alvar in trouble. Going to sprint out to his left, going to unload it, and it will go incomplete.
I'm not sure that maybe didn't get tipped. It was a little kind of wobbler, so I'm not sure if that defense player got his fingers on it or not.
He was breathing right down his neck, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Aiden O'Leary on the coverage on the play. So 3rd and 7 for Kelly now from their own 44. clock stop with 7:06 to go. Again, Bronx at home next week, 6 o'clock kickoff against Natrona County. So here's your 3rd and 7 call from the Trojans. Alvar, little reverse to Boyce, and he is smoked right away. Who got him?
Breck Reed.
Wow, what a hit.
I do believe.
They ran a little counter play there, and the running back got hit right away for a loss of 2. And looks
Garrett Way.
Garrett Way made the play in a loss of a yard, and Kelly Walsh got us in the punting unit out. Don't think you bet. They got to punt it.
A little bit of a shovel pass, and Way almost grabbed it. But he just put a shoulder into the kid and knocked him to the ground.
So Dane Steele back with Reed. They'll stand at their own 20, waiting for the punt with 6:27 left in the first half. And the punt is away, and it's going to be Reed, and he'll retreat to the 19 and bring it out. Block from Dane Steele, and he stumbled and fell down. Turf monster got him.
Tripped over the 24-yard line.
Yep, just a turf monster. It'll be 1st and 10 Bronx at their own 26.
And Dane's there to say, it's all right, brother.
That happens.
You're good.
So 1st and 10 Bronx on their own 26, and I know, Ryan, what they're thinking right now, let's get some more points.
Yep.
You know, the 45-point rule in high school football in Wyoming will have the running clock, but as you have said, as your experience as an official,
not until the second half.
Not until the second half will you get the running clock. Well, the Bronx are thinking right now they want 7 more.
Oh, sure. You know, in South Dakota, if the team is up 50 at halftime, they call the game.
Well,
I can't blame them.
I understand. The reason is, you talk about injuries and things
Correct.
like that happening. So Naida Geary will line up in the backfield with Berrettini as we wait here to get things set. 6:12 to play first half. Bronx lead 42-0. And again, 3 first half turnovers by Kelly doomed them. The Bronx punched it in on all 3 interceptions, plus the Bronx stopped them on downs inside the 10-yard line and then came back and went on a 97-yard drive in a few plays. So really 4 possessions by Kelly really did him in. And now the Bronx ready to go. Berrettini is going to line up under center here. Don't see this very often. On first down. Quick toss to Aguirre. Now he's looking to the right side ahead of steam, and he gets to the outside. And he gets to the sideline at midfield and more. Going to be driven out of bounds near the Kelly Walsh 45.
Nice run by Naid.
Good speed. It's so good to see him out there running like that, Ryan, because we saw him go down last week. And it's so good to see him back out there.
Yes, sir.
We just hate, I don't care if it's an opponent or the Bronx. You just do not like to see kids get injured on the football field. 1st and 10 Bronx at the Kelly Walsh 44-yard line. Again, plenty of time left here in the first half.
Score update from Cheyenne. In the second quarter, East and Central all tied up at 7.
Kind of a surprise there. But again, when it's those games like that, it's going to be Breck Reed, I think, gets the run down the right side, down the sidelines. He'll have a first down. I think that was Breck, wasn't it?
Garrett Way on the
Garrett Way.
Garrett Way.
So good to see Garrett in there.
Another score update.
And Garrett Way can flat run as well.
Yes. We got a score update from Gillette. Natrona County leads number 3 Campbell County 9-6 in the second quarter.
So here is the Bronx 1st and 10 at the Kelly 26. And this time it's going to be Aguirre running left. Aguirre to the end zone. Aguirre in for the score.
Nice run.
26-yard by Naid. Great to see Naid get that score. You know what? Speed kills, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, it's that old cliche, but when you've got...
And Sheridan has a ton of it.
4 or 5 guys will outrun you.
Oh, yeah.
Putting on a show tonight. And I know Homer Scott Jr.
Looking down, isn't he? He's enjoying it.
Scotty passed away. And, yeah, his Bronx are putting one on Kelly Walsh right now. 5:22 to go in the first half. On the range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 49, Casper, Kelly, Walsh, nothing. You're listening to the Bronx on 1410 KWY on 106.9 FM.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way. And the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hardworking athletes with youth sponsorships. And the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Patrick Johnson with Stifel Financial, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we'll have the running clock in the second half now. We know that. Bronx lead 49-0. 5:22 to play here in the first half. 49-0 Bronx, 5:22 to play in the half, and it's been, well, the Bronx offense has put on a show, the defense as well, but the Bronx offense has been absolutely clicking on all eight cylinders in this first half. And Gilby will boot it away. Low line drive kick, and this one will not be returnable. And Casper, Kelly, Walsh will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20. Coming up, we'll have our halftime show presented by the Powderhorn. And they invite you to play where you live. And James Timberlake will be joining you. Also on our video web stream, want to invite you to tune it in. The Sheridan High School Marching Band performing at halftime. We will have that for you. The video and audio on our web stream, SheridanMedia.com. So check that out. Great to see a marching band, just part of the festivities of football, isn't it? It's awesome to see it. 1st and 10, Kelly from their own 20. It's all Bronx right now, 49-0. Alvar to throw, looks outside, look out. This one is almost picked off. Right between the hands of the intended receiver, Walker, and that was really close going the other way. Kelton Crow had a bead on that bad boy. And again, we'll have the running clock to start the second half. But Ryan, the offense for the Bronx has been really flawless. They've really they're clicking.
Yep.
Alvar this time will give it to Boyce, and he'll lose a yard. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
That was Alex Haswell on the tackle.
Well, the Bronx starters will get a rest in the second half. You know, if you're a junior or sophomore now, you look at some sophomores in that starting lineup for the Bronx, and you don't see that very often in the 4A.
Right.
Where you got sophomores that start, but there's sophomores really contributing, special teams especially.
Breck Reed, Beck Haswell.
Yep.
Who else is another sophomore that plays a lot?
There's several. Yeah. Alvar, quick pitch this time to Walker. Running left will be cut down. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3 or 4 for Kelly.
4th down.
So it'll be 4th and about 4. I mean,
what do you do? Do you go for it?
You know, I think you got to punt, don't you?
I think so. It's still first half.
4th down for Kelly Walsh.
Look, Kelly Walsh is going to go for it.
They're going to go.
4th and 4, 4th and 3, we'll call it. They're going to go for it.
Oh, and they got Sheridan to jump.
And you know who jumped? I think it was they're going to get Kelton Crow, I think, wasn't it?
I think it was Dane Steele.
Was it Dane? He was
on the far edge.
It was Dane.
Yep.
He was going to come on it. He was coming on the blitz. So that will cost him.
And I think that's exactly what Kelly had drawn up. Try to get him to jump.
And Dane bit.
He bit and bit hard, didn't he?
Yep. He couldn't pull the hook that time.
Right.
1st and 10 for Kelly at their own 32. After the Bronx penalty. Alvar sets his guys. Walker in motion far side. Alvar to throw to the outside, and it's going to be complete. Making the catch that time was Kason Payton. And he'll pick up about 6. And 2nd and 4 coming for the Trojans at their own, just shy of their own 38.
Just want to remind people that are watching on the live stream to stay tuned at halftime for the Sheridan High School Marching Band performance. We'll keep it live for you on the live stream.
I'm looking forward to it because it's got the new uniforms tonight.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to it.
New lights, new field.
There's nothing better than, you have to have a marching band for football, don't you?
Absolutely.
Alvar to throw, got a man, dropped it. Incomplete pass. He was under duress. Alex Haswell was really screaming in on him.
Third down.
Boy, is that a big old horse? My goodness. That is a big old strong, and he is big and he is strong. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 3:16 left in the first half.
Somebody's going to get a good one to play on Saturdays with that young man.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see where he decides to take his future.
There's some big cats out there right now. 3rd and 4 for Kelly. Alvar to throw. Under pressure. Unloads it deep, and it'll be thrown out of bounds. Overthrown. Went with the fade route. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, I can guarantee you this, the Bronx won't jump. Well, they're going to go for it again. Or they'll line up like they're going to go for it. 3:11 to play in the first half. 49-0 Bronx on the Range scoreboard. And again, we'll have the Powder Horn halftime show coming up. James Timberlake waits in the wings. Also, our great sponsors tomorrow morning. Check in for all the highlights. And there's been a ton of highlights so far. The highlights will be shown live, or shown recorded, I should say, our highlight on our website at SheridanMedia.com. And that package is brought to you by Century 21 BHJ, Realty in Sheridan and Johnson counties. Now a timeout's going to be called by Kelly. We'll get a timeout as well. Bronx up big, late first half. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYO 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
This broadcast brought to you in part by One Health, focused on caring for our communities one person at a time. One Health's integrated care model has been recognized throughout the state of Wyoming and combines primary and behavioral health under one roof. With locations in Sheridan, Powell, Lovell, and Grable, Wyoming, One Health improves the well-being of everyone by providing accessible, quality health care for the whole community. Visit onechc.org for more information.
Hello, this is Benton Johnson with Sheridan Motor, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, on the Range scoreboard. 49-0 Bronx, 3:11 to play in the first half. And again, the Bronx cashing in like crazy all over the place on turnovers and all that kind of thing. And it'll be a second half full of some of the sophomores and juniors that don't get a chance to play a whole lot. Well, they're going to get a chance to play a lot tonight.
Yes, sir. Which is great.
It's such a good thing because it does along the next several weeks when we talk about a couple of games left in the regular season. What? After tonight, then we go into the playoffs.
Yep, and it's getting late in the season. People are getting dinged up a little bit. But Trevor, you and I have talked about this before. When Sheridan gets up big like this, Jeff Mowry does a great job of getting these younger kids in the game, getting them experience. So when they have to go in, when it's absolutely needed, they're not like a deer in the headlights.
So 4th and 4 for Kelly at their own 38, and Alvar to throw. The Bronx bring the heat. Alvar in trouble, and Alvar will go down. Now he flips the ball backwards, and the Bronx will take over at their own 25-yard line because it'll be it's a fumble, and the Bronx have it.
That's another turnover. Well, it was going to be a turnover either way.
Yep. And Alvar again was going down, then flipped the ball back. I think he flipped it to Walker, and the ball was knocked out. 1st and 10 Bronx on the Kelly 25. Well, you might as well go get another one with 3 minutes left in the first half. No reason to mess around. Berrettini will stand there at the quarterback spot. We're going to see some other guys in there. See, Ryan Metcalf is in there right now at the running back spot.
That was Keegan Rager with that fumble recovery.
Who's in the backfield? Is that... I think that's Way in the backfield right now.
Number 28, I do believe.
Yep. And the give on the jet sweep around the right side, and there's not a whole lot there. Maybe a gain of a yard. That'll be it. As Metcalf got the carry on the jet sweep, a gain of a yard. And again, Way in the backfield right now, and again, he can really fly.
Yes.
He's just another.
I've been told that he's probably the fastest one on the team.
And he got the high ankle sprain the first game of the year.
Dang.
Against Cheyenne Central, and he was just kind of sidelined for a while. Now he's just getting back in there. I'd love to see him get out in space.
He'll be a weapon.
And he'll line up in the backfield with Berrettini. On 2nd and 9, going to throw a bubble screen underneath, and that's going nowhere.
Wow. K-Dub sniffed that out.
Wyatt Phillip was the intended receiver, and he is hit immediately. It was a great defensive play.
Yes.
Wow. And a loss of about 5, so 3rd and 14 coming for the Bronx. So 3rd and 14 coming. Well, it's 2-down territory with 2 minutes to go in the half, and we're going to Well, I guess they could send Gilby out there for
I was going to say,
goal
you give him a chance at a long one?
Berrettini's going to go under center, look for a quick pitch here to Way, and they will toss it to him to the right side. Here goes Way on the run, cuts back in the middle. Look out! And he will be taken down near the 10-yard line. It'll be first down. Bronx. You can tell when Berrettini goes under center, it's going to be a quick toss play.
Correct.
And that time it was just a quick toss to Way, and he'll have the first down for the Bronx at the 10-yard line. First and goal, Bronx.
That offensive line got downfield and just opened up the middle of the field for him.
So first and goal, Bronx at the 10-yard line of Casper Killy-Walsh. A minute and a half to go here in the first half. Bronx taking their time. Berrettini. Again, the Bronx up big, 49-0. And Way will stay in the backfield with Berrettini. Bring a man in motion. Now they'll set, and they'll give it to Way. He'll run left this time, and he's got a wide open alley. He's got himself a touchdown. Wow. 10-yard run for Way. Wow. 55 in the first half. Are you kidding me? I don't know if the Bronx have had 55 in the first half this year.
I don't think so.
Against anybody. I mean, there have been some.
Yeah, I don't think 55.
There have been some boat races. This is a big boat race.
Yep.
Oh boy, 55-0, and now Gilby for the point after.
4 or 5 turnovers though for K-Dub.
Yep. 4 official turnovers have done him in. Point after is good. With 1:14 left in the first half on the range scoreboard. Wow! The score, Sheridan 56. Kelly-Walsh nothing on the range scoreboard. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYO 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
Did you know Sheridan Motors is Sheridan's only locally owned and operated new vehicle dealership? That means when we thrive, Sheridan directly benefits. We're proud to support our hometown through sponsorships, good deeds, and excellent full-time jobs with benefits. Stop by your locally owned and operated Sheridan Motors to check out our incredible selection and find out what's coming soon. We know you have a choice when it comes to shopping for new and used cars, servicing your vehicle, and purchasing tires. On behalf of Sheridan Motors' entire team, thank you for your business.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, handwriting was on the wall a long time ago. It's been a long first half. As we approach 7:15 in the evening, 56-0 Bronx.
Hour and 15, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Again, highlight show tomorrow, SheridanMedia.com.
That highlight show might be an hour long.
And Gilby will kick it away. This one will be returnable. It'll be Harris at the 10. Harris near the sidelines will be driven out of bounds near the 16-yard line of Kelly-Walsh. But again, the highlight show presented by Century 21 BHJ Realty of Sheridan and Johnson County. Also our great sponsors, the First Federal Bank and Trust pre- and post-game show. And also the Powderhorn has our opening lineups for every game. And the Powderhorn hosts our halftime show with James Timberlake. That's coming up next. The Powderhorn, play where you live. Great sponsors and all the rest of our great sponsors to make this happen for you folks. A lot of people are involved in bringing you all this. And our great video team tonight, we know what kind of work they do. Several people working those cameras and making sure that you can see our video broadcast. First and 10, Kelly, at their own 16-yard line. Late first half, Bronx in a blowout. Alvar, shovel it out on the run. His per year, and he will have a first down out near the 30-yard line. But again, right now, looking on the field, they've rotated a lot of guys through there. I don't think there's, there might be a couple of defensive
we still got some starters out there.
On that defensive front for sure.
Yep. And let's see, Breck Reed's still out there.
Kelton Hurl still at their linebacker spot. Let's see.
I think Dane's still out there.
Derek Way getting some snaps. Derek Way's a really good linebacker as well. Under a minute now to go in the first half. Bronx up 56-0. Wow. Alvar has Walker in motion far side. Shovel it to him. He'll run to the right side. Gets a block, and he'll have a first down, and he's going to be taken down near the 44-yard line of Kelly. You know, Kelly-Walsh, they have not been able to get out of their own way. The Trojans at times have been effective in play calling and passing the ball and running it, but you can't overcome 4 turnovers against a team that's 6-0.
Right.
They've
moved the ball against our defense.
If you're playing a team like Cheyenne South or Laramie who are winless, you might be able to get away with it. But when you're playing, one of the top 5 teams in 4A, they're going to bury you. And that's what's happened to the Trojans tonight. But I like this Alvar kid. I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
Only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. Alvar, shovel pass the other way. And a little bit of running room there, out across midfield. Be a shy of a first down, but I think Kelly will have it in Bronx territory at the Sheridan 48. Clock will stop, 41 seconds to go. Like to see the Trojans, they're still playing.
Yeah, they're not going to lay down.
No, don't lay down. Just
like you said, they're a playoff team.
They're a playoff team. They're in.
So they're in.
Yep.
Because I think the writing's on the wall for South and Laramie.
No matter I think really, Ryan, at this point, no matter what happens, Kelly Walsh is in the playoffs.
I believe so.
Alvar with an empty backfield this time. Sent a man in motion far side. Looks to the right. Going to chuck one deep. And this one is going to be incomplete. Overthrew his man. And that will end the first half. But the damage has been done by the Sheridan Bronx. Again, coming up, we've got the Powderhorn halftime show to come your way. On our video web stream, stay tuned. The Sheridan Bronx marching band's going to take the field. You'll be able to watch it and hear it live on our video web stream. And here on our radio broadcast, James Timberlake has the Powderhorn halftime show coming up on the range scoreboard. As we get to halftime, it is the Sheridan Bronx 56, Casper Kelly Walsh nothing. You're listening to high school football on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, Nicole Soto, and Maid McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McColl, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
Need screen printed and embroidered items? Well, whatever you need, Kilpatrick Creations is the go-to local company for these types of items. If it's screen printed or stitched, we are the ones to help you. Give us a call first. We're here to help you and want to help you with your imprinted garment or accessory needs. We've been in the business and...
Jeremy Scott and Michelle Sullivan. The Homer and Mildred Scott Foundation contributed $25,000, and the Dan and Jane Scott Foundation contributed $25,000 to our new turf project.
Yeah.
Here representing the Homer, Scotty, and Janet Scott Family Foundation, which contributed $50,000, are Janet Scott, Sandy Scott Souser, Coralie Davis, Sarah Souser, Karen Chase, and Don Julian. Scotty has been unable to attend games in person this fall, but he has diligently watched them from his home. The plan was for Scotty to be present tonight for this celebration, and although we're deeply saddened by his passing, we take heart that he now is watching the Bronx free of pain and fatigue. We thank you, Scotty and family, for all of your support over the years, and we're proud to represent your legacy into the future. We especially would like to acknowledge your spouse and partner in crime of 65 years, Janet Scott. Let's have a big round of applause. Thank you, Janet, for all of your support. We love you. As a token of our appreciation, we'd like to present Mr. Crow of First Interstate Bank and Mrs. Kraft of the Two Scott Foundations with Bronx Legacy Watches. Today, presenting the Legacy Watches is Sheridan High School Activities Director Casey Garnhart. On behalf of Sheridan High School and Sheridan Activities, thank you to First Interstate Bank, the Scott Foundations, and the Scott family. Scotty will truly be missed by all, but we trust that you'll be following the Bronx from above.
You miss working at the museum. No. It was a really good experience. I learned a lot, but I mean, and I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, again, it was a really great experience.
Yeah.
It's just,
Unless you do things like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they needed you at that time. So good.
yeah, and I think your new directors doing a great
Okay,
job.
good. Becky and I went to Born in the Barn together.
Oh, how was
it? It was okay.
Yeah.
But so I got to see her, and she said, yeah, she felt like things were going good.
Yeah.
So that's
I think anytime you have a specialized organization, you really need
totally
somebody who's
Yeah.
trained before to take it forward.
Yeah.
So I think very
Yeah. That's Yeah, Iceland is one place that I is on my bucket list. We're gonna go to Panama for 2.5 weeks this winter. Another place I wanted to go. So yeah, I'm really excited. We're gonna kind of we're gonna do some things in Panama City. They have an old part of Panama City that was but then we're gonna go on some islands and maybe even stay in they're all over the place.
Yeah.
And they'll let you think of when you think of a little island with a palm tree. And then we're gonna go into the jungle. There's like a day trip that you can go see sloths. I don't know. I mean that's what
Why
they say.
not?
But who knows? It may be like way off a mile away.
So,
there's the
sloth a mile
But
away
yeah.
closer than a small
Honestly,
two
I would
continents
just
away.
die. So anyway, we're gonna go to Panama this winter.
My dad just got back today from 2 weeks in Costa Rica.
Oh, lovely.
I haven't talked to him yet.
Lovely.
He's probably asleep. But, 2 weeks, and we were all very jealous.
Oh gosh. Well, your dad's retired.
He is. About 10 years.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe I should. I mean, I've seen pictures of him on Facebook that you posted.
Of my, oh,
your dad.
that's what you should know, my dad.
Yeah, but it seems like he's a really cool guy.
He is.
Really
Oh,
neat
wow.
guy.
And he says he refuses to move to Sheridan because it's too conservative. I'm like, oh, Dad, you don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
So, it'd be okay. And I think we're getting closer a few years to when
that would be nice. That would be really nice for him.
Yeah.
And for you.
Yeah. Well, like he had cataract surgery last February, and they do them 2 weeks apart, or they do it a week apart. Because surgery wasn't going. There was a gallbladder. In the winter, going back and forth and like getting delayed because of the weather, and I'm happy to do it, but at the same time, it's like, it's not really. I just feel like I'm not able to take as good care of him because there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right under the microphone.
I know. Can you hear it? You can.
In the microphone.
I want to just touch your hair. What will happen if I touch it? Oh, that's good. Is that on your hat?
Yes.
That's part of it. Our uncle Jason just got us a cat. You guys, Sawyer, Neva, Caitlin, this is Sarah. Or do you prefer Mrs. Hayden?
No, gosh.
Okay.
Hi.
So this
I've
one's
met
ours,
you
that one's
before.
ours, and that, yeah.
I want to get one of those things. Where it's like a seat that you can
Yeah.
Oh, we have one of those.
More footballing tonight.
Yeah, more football-y.
Yeah.
What? Are they doing that play?
Twirling thing.
Oh, the twirling.
Yes, they were doing a good job.
Yes, then we realized that she was talking about pole vault.
Pole vaulting. What? No.
Different sport, different season. They're not going to pole vault.
Well, they could. Neva is how old is she? Okay.
Is that microphone able to play?
They could tell us not to say anything bad. Yeah. So we've been saving all our bad words.
Like poop.
Yeah.
It's Paco.
Dinner.
Talk to Dad.
You guys see anything inappropriate?
Many things. Many, many
I couldn't
inappropriate.
trust you.
That's why I always make my way up to the microphone. This is being much
Good spot to sit. Oh, you want some popcorn?
Actually, you can't have any, but thank you. You got the spacers for the braces, though. It's like a 2-year hiatus on Papa.
I remember those days.
It's like the first year that they've really
Did you
gotten
like
into
it?
it.
Super. Where'd you go?
We went to
Somewhere up on the mountain.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
and we caught 2 big fish. And I caught like 6 little fishes. Like at first I was
On a fly rod?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And then
That is very impressive.
and then like when I wasn't doing good, and then I just tried it on my own and I caught like
I'm so serious. That is impressive.
and it was like really quick. Like I didn't have to wait that long. And then when I yanked them out of the water, they flew into the bushes.
Sorry, do you want me to open that?
You want to try stuff?
Oh. Oh, that worries
That
me.
won't let me get like any snack.
Well, it is a conspiracy. I know.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to stick with that on. This is kind of
Okay. We're going to go take our bad words down there.
It was so good to see you.
It was good to
I'm
see you,
so
too.
glad you came and said
Yes,
hi.
it was good to see you.
And
So
I
good
will.
to see you again.
I'll come and join you
Anytime.
Okay.
I'll save up all my conversation to overwhelm you with at 5 o'clock in the
You
morning.
do not. You are the best. You do not. That's how I am. It's like I want to solve the world's problems.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Sheridan High School marching band.
Every aspect of their lives. Among these were the fierce and mighty gods of war, rain, destiny, and order. Their power was beyond measure, and they were both feared and revered by the people. Yet, as the fates would have it, these gods were about to be tested in a way they never could have predicted, as an unexpected and cataclysmic event threatened to shake the very foundations of their existence. Soloists are Skylar Shields and Avi Bergman. The Bronx are under the field leadership of head drum major Will Brooks and assistant drum majors Maddie Miller and Dylan Lemon. Sheridan High School Marching Band, for their Fall 2023 show, present The Four.
Drum majors Miller, Brooks, and Lemon. Is your band ready? You may take the field for your halftime performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sheridan Bronx Marching Band would like to thank its sponsors: Heritage Woodworks, First Northern Bank, Robbins Dermatology, First Federal Bank and Trust, Winkleman Chiropractic, Northeast Wyoming Pediatrics, First Bank of Wyoming, John Ullman, Powderhorn Realty, the Kibbe Foundation, the Homer and Mildred Scott Foundation, Moss Holders, WWC Engineering, Range, Active Good, and Expressions Photo Gallery. Let's hear it one more time for that Sheridan Bronx Marching Band. Best of luck as they head off to their state festival next Saturday.
Repair, commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-plus plumbers and appliance repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
You have a new prescription to be filled, but where should you go? Hi, this is Bandolin Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Visit us and see what a local hometown pharmacy is like. Keeping all your prescriptions in one place makes it much easier for you, and knowing your medication history helps our pharmacists answer your questions. We look forward to seeing you at Hospital Pharmacy and Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hi, this is Nicole Christensen with First Bank of Wyoming. Making smart financial decisions for your future is important. That's why First Bank of Wyoming offers a large range of deposit products to meet your financial needs. Whether you're interested in CDs, savings, checking, or money market accounts, we'll make sure your finances are safe, secure, and FDIC insured up to the allowable limits. We also provide a variety of banking services such as online and mobile banking, bill pay, and more. Find financial security at First Bank of Wyoming. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
This is Kyla Allen with ERA Carroll Realty, reminding you to look for our real estate guide this week. It's delivered directly to your home in the Country Bounty. We also have extra copies here at our office downtown, or you can see the digital version on our website, eracrc.com. You'll find homes, new subdivisions with land available, commercial property, and ranches, all within Sheridan and Johnson counties. The ERA Carroll Realty Real Estate Guide. Look for it this week.
Discover your passion and dive into exciting hobbies this fall with Sheridan College's community interest classes. Whether it's printmaking, painting, fly fishing, jazz, yoga, or more, Sheridan College offers a wide range of options to feed your curiosity. Now is the perfect time to tailor your education to your interests. Enroll online today with just a few clicks. Just go to sheridan.edu/community. Need assistance? Call one of the friendly advisors today at 307-675-0115. Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
Hi, this is Colton Bates with the Best Real Estate Team, and I'm curious, do you love your home? If so, great. We hope you continue to cherish what you can call yours. But if you had conversations with people who say that the right home for them is hopeless, the market has its challenges, but we don't want your friends, family, and people you know to feel like home ownership is impossible. So we're asking, do you know anyone looking for a new situation, whether it's their first home or a new home? Best is here to provide creative ideas and help those you know feel more prepared and hopeful than ever before. Call me, Colton, at 675-BEST or visit bestwy.net for all of your real estate needs.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson, Ryan Parker with you as we get ready for the second half, a long extended halftime. And the Bronx are going to send out Will Greer will do the kicking here to start off the second half. And again, a lot of guys are going to get snaps here in the second half, Ryan. 56-0. The Bronx scored 8 touchdowns in the first half. And we will have a running clock for the rest of the half. And when we get a little break here, Ryan can kind of explain how it works with the running clock and when they stop the clock and when they don't. And Greer ready to bang one out of there. It's a high, short kick, and it'll be Harris from his own 7-yard line to bring it out at the 15. Moves right, has a little room, 20, and he's not going to go any farther than that. And Kelly Walsh will have it maybe just across their own 20 to start the second half. But again, all the damage done. 4 turnovers in the first half by Kelly doomed them. The Bronx cashed in on all 4 of them, and it was a boat race from the early going.
It was. So here in the second half, the clock will only stop on timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores.
I can't imagine we'll have many timeouts. Do you?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
I'd almost bet Sheridan doesn't call a timeout.
No.
But how about that halftime show?
The Sheridan High School Marching Band in their second year, and they put on a great show. 1st and 10 for Kelly from their own 20. Going to go with that toss this time, and this one's going to go outside. They're going to have close to a first down. On the carry on the pitch, it went to Landon Walker.
Oh, are they going to give it to him? It's going to be close.
Our official will take a look at it. Looks like he's got it, doesn't he?
It does.
Just across the 30. Yeah, they're going to give him the 32, so that'll be a first down for Kelly. Gain of 11 on first down, so a good start to the second half for the Trojans. But again, running clock with the Bronx up big. Again, the Bronx at home next week against Natrona County. We'll have that for you as well. 6 o'clock kickoff next week. 1st and 10, Alvar ready to go. Empty backfield with 4 wides in the set. Send a man in motion to the far side. Alvar to throw. Bubble screen out there. It's going to be caught. And the man slips and falls. Only a gain of 3. It was Puryear. Initially had some room out there, but he slipped. And he'll pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Trojans at their own 35.
They have run that same play time and time again tonight and have capitalized on, gotten positive yards on the majority of that play right there.
I don't know if there's a starter left in the ballgame right now for the Bronx, but there's some big horses still up front. Some big dudes on that off defensive front for the Bronx. 2nd and 7. This time running play to the running back Boyce, and he maybe got a yard. That'll be it. Again, Kelly Walsh should just basically abandoned the running game early in this ball game. But again, when you fall behind, you just can't sit there and grind it out.
Right.
And they went almost strictly to the air with Alvar. And again, this young sophomore quarterback from Casper, Kelly Walsh, throws a great ball. And he's quick enough, we can tell. They'll develop him into a runner as well.
Oh, sure.
And when he gets to that point, he's going to be a double threat, and he will be trouble
he'll
for
be
people
good.
going ahead. Going forward, he'll be trouble for people.
He throws a very nice ball.
So it's 3rd and 7. Going to throw over the middle. This one's almost picked off. It was tipped, and it's going to be caught. I thought it was going to be intercepted.
I did, too.
I think it was right through the hands of a linebacker. It'll be a first down for Kelly out near the 49-yard line. I thought Will Greer had that picked.
I did, too.
So a first down for Kelly at their own 49. I thought Will Greer had that. He had his sights on it. And a first down for the Trojans at their own 49. Again, 56-0 Bronx on the range scoreboard. Here early in the third quarter, clock running. Alvar, man in motion near side, going to run a toss that way. And big hit, big collision.
Hit.
A gain of about 3. Oh, my goodness. What a shot at the end of the play.
Malachi Bandy Schmidt.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
He lit that guy up.
Dang. And the running back for Kelly Walsh was Makai Bovey, the junior. And he will leave the ball game. But, boy, did he get swarmed under and drilled.
Yeah, limping off a little bit.
He's thinking, Coach, don't run that play again.
They'll take a look at him.
We're going to get a flag fly here. It's going to go against Kelly Walsh. Going to be pre-snap. Somebody moved, I think, on the offensive front with the backfield in motion.
Yep.
False start against Kelly. That'll cost them 5. It'll bring up 2nd and about a dozen. They move the ball back to the Kelly 47. And the Trojans set again on 3rd and a dozen.
Nope.
Make that 2nd and 12, not 3rd, 2nd down. Quick toss to Puryear, running right. And he'll have good yardage. Flag flies. We're going to get a holding call.
Yep.
This one's coming back.
Right in front of the referee.
So this holding call will bring it back even farther.
Cost him 10.
That's a spot foul. It's going to bring up 2nd, probably about 15 by the time they step this off. So holding will be the call against the Trojans. Again, spot foul will move the ball back inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and about 17 for the Trojans from their own 42-yard line. Boyce in the backfield with Alvar. Play comes in from the sidelines. On 2nd and long for the Trojans from their own 42. Boyce in motion out of the backfield. Alvar sets up a screen pass. It's going to be caught by Puryear, and he will have good yardage out across midfield and into Sheridan territory inside the Bronx 45. And that'll bring up 3rd and short. 3rd about 3.
Yeah, got it back to 3rd and manageable for sure after a couple penalties.
An injured Kelly Walsh player on the field right now. And they'll blow the play dead as they take a look at that young man. And 6:28 to play third quarter. Again, running clock, so the second half's going to go really quick. And one of the offensive linemen for Kelly, he'll jump up and walk off, maybe a cramp or something like that. So Kelly Walsh will face a 3rd and 3 at the Sheridan 44-yard line. And again, the starters have the rest of the night off. The big question is going to be Cody Dunham. That injury early in the ball game. To see how that is.
Hopefully that's nothing serious, and he'll be ready to go against Natrona next week.
3rd and 3 for Kelly at the Bronx 44.
I see Dunham down there on the sideline. He's got his uniform off. He won't be returning in this game.
And the pass is going to be complete on the outside. It'll be a first down for Kelly at the Bronx 39.
Grant Johnson with the reception.
So 1st and 10 for Kelly at the Sheridan 39. 56-0 Bronx. And again, all the damage done in the first half. 56-0 at halftime. 8 first-half touchdowns on 4 Casper Kelly Walsh turnovers. From the 39, Alvar with a man in motion, going to shovel it out there to the right side. And maybe a gain of 3 or 4 to the 35-yard line.
Keegan Rager on the stop for the Bronx. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They're only going to give him the 36-yard line, gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming for the Trojans. Five minutes left, third quarter. So the Bronx will run their record to 7-0, the winning streak intact at 25 straight. And we'll host Turner County next week. Boyce out of the backfield in motion. They'll shovel it off to him, and he'll go right, and we'll be close to a first down as he dives across the 30. I think he might have gotten it. Well, they're going to mark him out at the 30.
Yep.
So it'll be third and short, 30 yard from the 30-yard line for the Trojans at the Bronx 30-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Great halftime presentation, the entire Scott family here.
Absolutely.
To recognize the passing of Homer Scott Jr. And the whole family was here. Then the marching band for the Sheridan High School took over after that tremendous, emotional halftime for everyone here at the stadium. And a big crowd tonight. On the delay, Boyce gets in. He's got yardage, and he's got more. He's heading toward the goal line. Kelly Walsh touchdown. So Kelly Walsh will score on a 30-yard touchdown run by Boyce. So Kelly Walsh is on the board with 4:07 to play in the third quarter. Well, they got one.
They did.
So waiting for the point after attempt. And then we'll see those second teamers for the Bronx come out on the offensive side of the ball. But, they have been able to move the ball this year. They played a lot of snaps. It's all those juniors and sophomores, Ryan, and they've scored a couple of touchdowns.
Right.
This year. It'll be nice to see what they can do. And Kelly Walsh lines up again the swinging gate here. It could be a little bit of everything. So they go for 2, and it looks like they're going to go for 2. And it will be a pass play, and they will have the 2-point conversion. So the 2 points good. So with 4:07 to play in the third quarter on the Range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 56, Kelly Walsh 8. You're listening to High School Football on KWYO 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards, including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Casper Kelly Walsh Trojans get a touchdown as Boyce takes it from 30 yards out for the score. So they are on the scoreboard 56-8 Bronx. They got the 2-point conversion. Boyce, the senior running back. Back deep to receive the kick for the Bronx. I think it's Breck Reed. Chance Morris back to receive the kick. First time Kelly Walsh, this will be their second kickoff. The first time, they just kind of dribbled one down the field. Wasn't really an onside kick attempt. They just didn't want to risk a return. And Boyce does the kicking. Let's see if he fires one down the field or not.
I was going to say, Dane's not back there, so maybe they'll kick it away. But we'll see.
Pick your poison.
Right? I don't think it matters who you put back there.
Reed Morris can run as well. And here is the kick, and it's a low squib kick, and it'll go out of bounds near the 20-yard line. So
now the Bronx have their option. They can take the ball at the 35, or they can make him re-kick.
They're going to make him re-kick.
As usual. We've seen this before. I want to say last year, maybe it was opening week down at Cheyenne Central. Opening kickoff, goes out of bounds, they make him re-kick it, and Sheridan takes it to the house. So they'll make him back up 5 yards and re-kick.
So Boyce will tee it up back at the 35-yard line now. So barring anything bizarre, the Bronc offense will come out. Those second teamers should have pretty good field position. Again, 4:07 to play third quarter. Running clock here in the second half. 56-8 right now. The Broncs lead it. And see what Boyce does here. I can't imagine he'll kick it away. Probably another line drive squib kick. And this one he will punch it away, and it will be retrieved by Morris. And he will hand it off. And look out, here comes Breck Reed down the sidelines at the 40. 45 midfield, in traffic at the Kelly Walsh 40-yard line and down at the Kelly 38.
Nice return.
Good gravy. Good gravy. Unbelievable.
Like I said,
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure it matters who you put back there.
Chance Morris retrieved that hard line drive kick and flipped it off to Reed. It's 1st and 10 Broncs at the Kelly 38-yard line. Let's call it the 39. Wow. So Kelton Kroll will be the running back. Ty Gilbertson is your quarterback. 3:25 to play, clock running, third quarter. 56-8 Broncs running clock for the rest of the ball game. And it's going to be Kelton Kroll up the middle for about 8. Derek Way is going to come into the ball game. I'd like to see him get a few snaps here. I'd love to see Way get in the open field, so we know what kind of speed he has. I'd love to see him get loose, and
Yes.
he's going to line up at the running back spot right now.
And he just needs opportunities.
Just a junior.
Yep, and been injured.
And Way's going to get the carry up the middle. Here he goes! They'll drag him down near the 22-yard line of first down. But you know what? You could just see. Wait till this cat plays a full season next year.
Right.
And gets a bunch of snaps. They list Garrett at 6 foot 185, and he can fly. 1st and 10 Broncs at the Kelly 22. As we approach the 2-minute mark, third quarter. Wyatt Phillip in motion. And it'll be Phillip getting the carry, cutting back in the middle of the field at the 10, swarmed under near the 9-yard line. And the Broncs will have it 1st and goal inside the Kelly Walsh 10. Just like that, the big kickoff return, and they're knocking on the door again.
And I'm pretty sure that there's not a starter in the game.
There's not one starter in the ball game right now. Oh, well, offense, defense, guys start different spots. But
Right, because it looks like Ormseth's still in there at a receiver.
I'd love to see these guys have success, and Way will stay in the backfield.
But that offensive line is all the backups.
And Gilbertson will take it, 1st and goal Broncs, just inside the Kelly Walsh 10. And it'll be Gilbertson giving it off to Way to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal coming for the Broncs.
Give to Garrett Way.
As they look forward to put 7 more up there.
Pick up 5.
And they're keeping, you know what, they're going to keep it on the ground. They're going to keep, stick to the kind of their base plays.
Yep, keep that clock running.
If you score, you score.
Yep.
You know, these guys practice all week long, Ryan, and they deserve a chance to get out there. And if they're going to score a touchdown, let them go score a touchdown.
Right.
It's only the third quarter.
Yeah. And they're not doing anything fancy.
And Way, again, not much room this time to the left side. He'll be dropped for a loss. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal at the 6 for the Broncs.
I mean, they're just running the ball.
Yep.
They're nothing fancy, and they're still moving it.
So a loss of 2. 3rd and goal for the Broncs now at the 8-yard line of Kelly. Let's call it the 7-yard line of Kelly Walsh.
Griffin Burnham on the tackle.
So 3rd and goal. Way stays in the backfield with Gilbertson. And the Broncs will jump. It'll cost them 5. Offensive line. They were pulling everybody.
Yep.
That
Brandon Vella got a little anxious because he was going to be that pulling guard there.
The guard was going to come up and pull number 77.
He was ready.
He was ready to plow the road, but he got just a little bit of a head start.
That's all right. That's all right.
Kelly Walsh will take the yardage. The ball back now to the 12-yard line. So 3rd and goal now from the 12 for the Broncs. Gilbertson will go under center. Look for a quick toss to Way right here. And it is a quick toss running to the right side, looking for blocks at the 10. Grab from behind. We're going to get a horse collar tackle here. Yes, we will.
I believe so.
Yep. Is that going to be an automatic first down? They got him from right around the neck. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. And again, that had to be a horse collar tackle because they had him right by the back of the scruff of the neck.
Yep.
And so they spot the ball down at the 10, but
should be 15 and a first. Well, depending on where that might be half the distance.
Half the distance, but still a first down.
First down. Yep.
Our officials are going to talk it over, and it looks like, well, the third quarter's ended. We'll get back to the penalty. It looks like actually there will be one more play before the third quarter ends. I think the play was over before the gun actually sounded, so we're going to mark the yardage off. So they'll spot the ball at the 5-yard line. One untimed down, so it's first and goal now for the Bronx on the 5-yard line. So first and goal from the 5 after the penalty. And in there right now is Will Greer, the running back spot. One final play of the third quarter from the 5-yard line of Casper Kelly Walsh. And a flag flies before the snap. I don't know, was that an automatic first down or not? They still have third down on the field. It's going to cost the Bronx 5 false start, so they're going to move the ball back to the 10. So now we got to go in both directions. I have no idea what's going on. Is it still third down or what?
On that horse color, that should I would think that resets at the first, but the quarter's over. So it's one untimed down because it was a defensive penalty.
Well, apparently it's still third and goal from the 10 now. And Gilbertson's going to throw it, flushed out to the right side. Now we'll throw it. It's going to be caught near the 2-yard line. That'll end the third quarter. We'll come back. We'll iron it all out for you. Bronx up big. We go to the fourth. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO AM and 106.9 FM.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Back, everybody. Well, hey, the Lady Bronx volleyball team won tonight. Bighorn won today. Tongue River won today in football. Sheridan Bronx with a victory. Coming up here in a couple of weeks, we'll have regional volleyball is going to be here.
Yes, it is.
Lady Bronx will host that event. So as we come back, I'm just kind of, the ball's at the 2-yard line of Casper Kelly Walsh. I don't know literally what down it is. It's fourth down.
They're saying fourth, so
Bronx will go for it on fourth and goal from the Kelly Walsh 2. The offense jogs back out there. Why not go for it, right?
Right.
It'll be Will Greer at the running back spot. Bronx lead 56-8 as we start the fourth quarter. Again, a running clock here in the second half. It is fourth and goal from the 2. Gilby to take the snap. Bring a man in motion. And Gilbertson will give it off, and it goes nowhere, and Kelly Walsh will hold. They ran the jet sweep, and that goes absolutely nowhere.
I think that was Wyatt Phillip.
And Wyatt just got crunched, and Kelly Walsh will take over on downs.
At the
10-yard line, 10 or 11-yard line. They're going to spot at the 10. So Kelly Walsh will take over first and 10 on their own 10-yard line.
Trojans will take over on downs, first to 10, Kelly.
Tell you what, Brandon Vell is a junior. Big old boy out there right now.
Well, his older brother was big.
Ooh, yeah, Big Red.
Big Red.
They called him Big Red for a reason.
Playing up at Dickinson.
He's a horse.
Playing up at Dickinson.
So first and 10 for the Casper Kelly Walsh Trojans on their own 10-yard line. 58-6 Bronx lead, clock running fourth quarter. And the Bronx put up 56 in the first half. The toss is going to go to the outside. The man in motion out of the backfield.
First down.
And a first down for the Trojans on the run that time per year.
Gain of about 11.
And again, a lot of sophomores and juniors. Everybody that suited up tonight's getting snaps.
Yes, sir.
Boy, 56 is a lot to score and a half. My goodness. But again, Kelly Walsh helped them out.
Yeah, they were their own worst enemy tonight.
Yeah, 4 turnovers in the first half really ran that score up.
And a couple of those deep in Bronc territory.
Alvar to throw, going to chuck it deep. Got a man. It's going to be off his fingertips, incomplete.
Boy, that
out in your midfield.
That receiver mistimed his jump, or he would have had it.
Jumped a little early.
Yes, he did.
Nice throw by Alvar. And again, this kid's going to be good, very good for Kelly Walsh going forward. Just a sophomore. Throws a really good ball. Develop him into a runner. He's going to be really good. But he can sling it a little bit. Empty backfield now for Kelly. 1st and 10. Or 2nd and 10, excuse me. Low step. Alvar will pick it up. Now he's going to have to run on the busted play. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards before he's driven out of bounds on the Kelly Walsh sidelines.
Made something out of nothing. Dribbled that snap and was able to pick it up and get some positive yards.
A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming for the Trojans. The line of scrimmage, their own 28-yard line.
Some score updates. Cheyenne East leads Cheyenne Central 31-10 now. And Natrona County, number 4, still leading number 3, Campbell County, 16-14.
Well, that's a battle right there.
Yeah.
And the give to the first running back through to about the 30, a gain of a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Trojans from their own 30-yard line. So actually, it's 4th down. 4th and 2 for the Trojans, just outside their own 30-yard line. Alvar sends him out in motion to that near side. Now he'll stop. And now they'll reset as Pazula came in motion. Now on 4th and short, Pazula again in motion. And they'll fake the toss.
He ain't
running
gonna
back
get it.
up the middle, and they lose 2, and the Bronc offense will go back onto the field. So both defenses hold on 4th down. Nice job by that young squad out there for the Bronc. The Bronc defense, they hold on 4 downs and will take over inside the Kelly Walsh 30.
That was Peyton Ormseth coming
nice. Through. They stoned him big time, and the Broncs will have it as they spot the ball at the Kelly Walsh, 29-yard line? So 1st and 10 Broncs. In the backfield right now, Will Gurr. I don't get the number of the other running back that's in there with him.
Let's see if we can get you a number.
2 running backs in the backfield with Gilbertson. And the give's going to go to Will Greer. And actually, it's Gilby. Will give it off to Greer. And finds a little bit of room. Maybe got a couple.
Will Greer on the carry. Carter Burkray there first to make the stop for Kelly Walsh.
Only a gain of a yard, so 2nd and 9 coming for the Broncs. And now the Broncs are ready to go again. 2nd and 9 at the Kelly Walsh 28. Gilbertson going to run it himself to the left side. Plenty of running room. It's going to be dragged out of bounds near the 14-yard line. And that'll be a Bronc 1st down.
Ty Gilbertson on the carry.
Ty showed some good patience right there, waiting for the blocks. And then he just followed right down the sideline.
Parker Gilbert on the tackle.
Is that Peyton Ormseth in there at the running back spot?
I believe it is.
It was Peyton. And now he'll leave that, go to a blocking back position, and Will Greer in there. 1st and 10 Broncs at the 15-yard line of Kelly Walsh. And they'll run the jet sweep. And looking for a little running room on the outside, just a little bit there to about the 9 or 10-yard line. And that was Ryan Metcalf, the senior, on that jet sweep carry.
Give goes to Chance Morris.
Or Chance Morris, I guess. I thought it was
8, not 9.
I think it was Metcalf. I don't think Chance is in the ball game right now.
Yeah, I think it was number 8.
It was Metcalf. So he picks up about 5, 2nd and 5 for the Broncs. at the Casper Kelly Walsh 10. Greer will stay in the backfield with Gilbertson. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game right now. As, again, running clock here. See if the Bronx' second unit can get one in. From the 10-yard line on 2nd and 5. Bring one man in motion. Little delay to Greer. And Will looking for some running room to about the 7 or 8 yard line before he's finally knocked down. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Give to Will Greer.
3rd and about 3.
So 3rd and 3 for the Bronx from the Kelly Walsh 8-yard line.
3rd down.
With 5 minutes to go. And Greer will stay in the backfield with Gilbertson. And it'll be Gilby up the gut on a good play fake. And he'll have a first down. It looks like near the 5-yard line. It's going to be close. Depends on the spot.
Looks like they needed about the 6.5, and they got the 5.
So it'll be a 1st and goal for the Bronx with 4.5 to go.
No, they're spotting him short.
So about a half yard short, not even that. So 4th down here for the Bronx. So 4th and very short. Right at the 5-yard line. 56-8 Bronx. And again, they did all the damage in the first half. Greer stays in the backfield with Gilbertson. He'll go under center. Here comes the quarterback sneak, I'm assuming. Yes, and he looks like he got enough for it.
Gilbertson up the middle.
I think he got the ball inside the 5-yard line. That would be enough, I believe, for a first down.
Yeah, looking at where the sticks are, it looks like he got it.
So 1st and goal for the Bronx.
Yep.
At the Kelly Walsh 4-yard line. So 1st and goal. Greer will stay in the backfield. Gilbertson under center. Quick toss to Will. Running left. Cutting back, and he will take it in for the score. Will Greer.
Great job by that second unit.
Good to see him get a touchdown.
Yes.
And that'll make it 62-8 Bronx with 3:16 to go. Good to see that those second unit guys come in and score.
Well, and these starters on the sideline, they're just enjoying this.
Yep. Well, you get an early night. Just cheer on your teammates now, right?
That's right.
Will Greer for the point after.
So Will Greer for the point after attempt here. And the kick is up, and it is good with 3:16 to go in the ball game. On the range scoreboard, it's now Sheridan 63, Casper Kelly Walsh 8. You're listening to high school basketball, football. I'm ahead of myself for about 3 months. High school football here on 1410 KWY on 106.9 FM.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, Ryan, 3 minutes to go, 63-8. It was an early night for the Bronx.
It was.
This was an early one.
You know, Kelly Walsh put some nice drives together, but just, they were their own worst enemy tonight with those 4 turnovers. Plus, if you want to talk about it, they've turned it over twice on downs. So you think about it, you're not going to beat a Sheridan squad with 6 turnovers.
What a night. And now Greer to kick it away. And again, well, this one will end quickly. The next 3 minutes are with the running clock. I don't think we'll get any timeouts called by anybody. We haven't had I think one timeout called tonight. And Will booms one out of the back of the end zone.
Nice kick.
And Kelly Walsh will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Touchback will bring it out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Sheridan.
Kind of a celebration night with the passing of Homer Scott Jr. tonight, and Homer Scott Field and Homer Scott Stadium, and junior and senior, the marching band tonight.
Just a great atmosphere
kind
tonight.
Of a celebration tonight, and the Sheridan Bronx put up 63 for Scotty tonight. Man. And 63. You know,
second or third game in the 60s this year, I think.
Yeah.
Second for sure, because they put up 69 against South.
Oh, don't remind me of that one.
Yeah, right?
That debacle. Alvar going deep, and he overthrows his man. Good coverage downfield by the Bronx.
That pass intended for Martinez goes incomplete. Andrew Adams in coverage.
Again, next week on Friday nights, Bronx and Natrona County.
That's always a fun one.
Man,
you just never know what you're going to get with
MC.
me.
You know me with orange and black.
Well, it is getting closer to Halloween.
Are
you dressing up this year?
No. And the give's going to go to the running back, first man through. Big yardage out across the 35-40, and going to be run out of bounds near the 42-yard line, and a first down for Kelly. As we approach the 2-minute mark.
Sophomore Andrew Adams on the tackle.
First down, Kelly Walsh.
So first down for the Trojans at their own 41.
And River Osborne checks into the game for the Bronx.
In the program insert on the QR code linked to our game day programs. Remember to renew those boosters.
So first down for Kelly at their own 41. Going to go with a quick toss to the outside, and the Bronx defense will swarm under the runner at about the 45, a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Rudy Green on the tackle.
Good to see these young guys getting snaps and tackles and running into people out there, getting some contact.
That's right.
As we approach a minute to play in the ball game, Alvar to throw underneath, and it'll be incomplete.
Yep.
Threw the ball behind the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd down for the Trojans with exactly 1 minute to play. Now the clock running. Under a minute to go.
I don't think Kelly's going to be in too big of a hurry to get a play out.
Nah. Just run a couple and get out of here.
Yep.
Or just, you know what, chuck and duck a couple. Might as well.
And are we going to have Coach Mowry after the game tonight?
Coach Mowry will be joining us on the post-game show presented by First Federal Bank and Trust, so stick around for that. Bad snap. Alvar will pick it up. He gets hit, and down he goes. Be a sack back inside the 35-yard line. Armstead got him.
Nope. Harvey Freiberger.
Freiberger got him.
Harvey Freiberger.
Not 77, it was 71.
71.
Shot through there.
Yeah.
But again, a bad snap to Alvar. Here's the final play of the ball game right here.
Great football name, too.
Yep. So here's your last snap of the ball game. Alvar to throw. He gets hit, and he will go down, and that's going to end the ball game with a quarterback sack. The ball game is over. 68-3 will be your final score. Handshakes coming up, and a big win tonight on kind of an emotional night here at Sheridan High School. And the Bronx come through with a big victory, winning it 63-8 against the Casper Kelly Walsh Trojans on the range scoreboard. 63-8 your final score. Coming up, we've got the post-game show. We will have head coach Jeff Mowry joining us. You'll also be able to see the coach on our video web stream at SheridanMedia.com, and we'll have that for you coming up as the post-game show presented by First Federal Bank and Trust, as the Bronx now run that winning streak to 25 in a row, now 7-0 on the season, and they get ready for another home game next week against Natrona County. We'll get a break, come back with more. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM on our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
You have a new prescription to be filled, but where should you go? Hi, this is Vandalyn Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Visit us and see what a local hometown pharmacy is like. Keeping all your prescriptions in one place makes it much easier for you, and knowing your medication history helps our pharmacists answer your questions. We look forward to seeing you at Hospital Pharmacy and Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hi, this is Nicole Christensen with First Bank of Wyoming. Making smart financial decisions for your future is important. That's why First Bank of Wyoming offers a large range of deposit products to meet your financial needs. Whether you're interested in CDs, savings, checking, or money market accounts, we'll make sure your finances are safe, secure, and FDIC insured up to the allowable limits. We also provide a variety of banking services such as online and mobile banking, bill pay, and more. Find financial security at First Bank of Wyoming. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
This is Kyla Allen with ERA Carroll Realty, reminding you to look for our real estate guide this week. It's delivered directly to your home in the Country Bounty. We also have extra copies here at our office downtown, or you can see the digital version on our website, eracrc.com. You'll find homes, new subdivisions with land available, commercial property, and ranches, all within Sheridan and Johnson counties. The ERA Carroll Realty Real Estate Guide. Look for it this week.
Discover your passion and dive into exciting hobbies this fall with Sheridan College's community interest classes. Whether it's printmaking, painting, fly fishing, jazz, yoga, or more, Sheridan College offers a wide range of options to feed your curiosity. Now is the perfect time to tailor your education to your interests. Enroll online today with just a few clicks. Just go to sheridan.edu/community. Need assistance? Call one of the friendly advisors today at 307-675-0115. Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
Hi, this is Colton Bates with the Best Real Estate Team, and I'm curious, do you love your home? If so, great. We hope you continue to cherish what you can call yours. But if you had conversations with people who say that the right home for them is hopeless, the market has its challenges, but we don't want your friends, family, and people you know to feel like home ownership is impossible. So we're asking, do you know anyone looking for a new situation, whether it's their first home or a new home? Best is here to provide creative ideas and help those you know feel more prepared and hopeful than ever before. Call me, Colton, at 675-BEST or visit bestwi.net for all of your real estate needs.
Proudly brokered by EXP. Is Wyoming Corporate Office your one-stop shop for everything you need for your Wyoming-based business, LLC, or corporation formulation? Yes. Service of process and mail forwarding services? Indeed. Fulfill the legal requirements for small businesses based in Wyoming? Absolutely. Wyoming Corporate Office provides the communication between your business and the state, so you don't have to. Learn more by visiting wyomingcorporateoffice.com today.
Camco Federal Credit Union was established in 1971, and in the years since, we have continued to take pride in caring for our community and its financial needs. When you open an account at Camco FCU, you aren't just a customer, you're a member, a part owner. We are staffed with a team ready to assist you.
Whether it's establishing or building credit, opening a savings account, or getting the benefits of our rewards checking, join Camco Federal Credit Union and become a part owner today. Camco Federal Credit Union, member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? Schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities. After all, they've been providing the area with surgical excellence and outstanding patient care for almost 50 years. Learn more about Sheridan Orthopedic Associates online at sheridanortho.com.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor's Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters your loudest cheers and make McGregor's Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor's Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
Fall service events underway at Waring Sheridan Chevrolet, Chris Hayden.
Bob, beside the lot busting with new and used vehicles, our service department is here to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Whether it's an oil change, brake repair, or anything in between, our expert technicians have got you covered. Waring Chevrolet can also help you put new tires on your vehicle with a price match guarantee. Visit us today and experience the Waring Chevrolet difference. Don't wait. The fall service event is on with amazing deals and exceptional service.
Waring Chevrolet, 107 East Alger, online at WaringSheridan.com.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
Hello, this is Michelle Manival from the Sports Stop and Foot of the Bighorns, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody, to Homer Scott Stadium. And we'll have head coach Jeff Mowry joining us shortly on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. So we'll wait for the head coach to come up. But again, the Bronx jumping all over Casper Kelly Walsh early in this ball game, putting up 56 points in the first half and cashing in on all those turnovers to win this one going away early. And next week, it'll be the grudge match with Natrona County, the great rival from Natrona County will be here. The Bronx, the Mustangs will go at it next Friday. And that'll be a 6 o'clock start. And then the Bronx will close out the regular season on the road at Campbell County. And that game in a couple of weeks over in Gillette. And that'll be on to the playoffs. So this team right now really looked good again tonight and really made Kelly Walsh pay for their mistakes. So stick around. Head coach Jeff Mowry is going to be joining us next. You're listening to Bronx Football on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters your loudest cheers and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
I'm Doug Hockett with Stiefel Investments, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, as we continue on the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. And Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry with us. And first off, Jeff, big win tonight, but really made them pay in the first half. They turned it over 4 times, and the guys just tuned them up.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. Those turnovers are huge. You know, we came into 4A football in 2007, the Sheridan Bronx, and Kelly Walsh was a team we really targeted at 2007 to get back into 4A from 2007. This was a team we said, hey, we got to go beat this team. Coach Julian, said, if we can beat Kelly Walsh, we're going to start making it over the hump. And, tonight we're over the hump from 2007 when Coach Julian got here. You
and I talked earlier in the week about, you had the big win last week, the big emotional win.
Yep.
Coming back tonight, guys didn't even show it. I mean, I've always thought you don't worry about letdowns with this club.
They've really done a nice job, and I think you see a lot of grade 12 on our lineup, and it starts with them, and they lead us, and they're a mature group of young men, and they understand that our purpose is not to win week 6 or week 7 or whatever it is. We've got to become the best football team that we can, and they took another step in that direction, I feel like, tonight. And no matter the opponent, we've got to continue to get better. And I think that their mentality from right off the opening kickoff, we get a good recovery on an onside kick we weren't expecting, and we go down and march it in and get 7 on the board quick.
And the black and orange show up next week. Great grudge match. Natrona County back in next week here. It's always a lot of fun when you get to play those guys.
Yeah, Coach Harshman's done a great job down there since, I think, 1991 or 1992. The longest active head coach in the state and the second all-time in wins. He's a tremendous football coach, and he does a great job, and you can guarantee that they will be ready to play us. And, whatever the records may show, they're going to be primed and ready. And so we're looking forward to a great game next week.
An emotional night. I mean, not only the football game, but Homer Scott Jr. Scotty passed away earlier this week, and it was great to see the family come out tonight. The entire family was here, and that poignant moment with you and your players at halftime. At halftime, I thought that was just a real poignant moment for the kids to stay out. And kind of one by one, each player kind of had a moment with every person in the Scott family. That was really cool.
If you've been in the town of Sheridan more than a year, you see that name. Yeah, in just a second there, Riley. Okay, I'll take you down. But there's not a bigger name anywhere you go. You go to the Children's Center, and Janet has taken care of that place for years, and Scotty has just done so much, and so he's left a legacy here. It started with his dad. He named this field after his dad, and then him, and they've done so much for the city of Sheridan, and especially the program, the football program. Scotty will be severely missed, but his legacy will live on, and these guys understand that. They understand. Coach Julian came and spoke with the team about what Scotty's done for our football program, and they took it to heart and they listened.
It was almost like I had a feeling of almost like a celebration in a way.
Yep.
Yeah, I know sad times are still to come because, services are coming up for the family and everything, but it almost felt like a celebration here on the field at halftime. The crowd was just really super into it as well.
Yeah, Scotty has been hurting for a little while. He's been in and out of the hospital. It's been tough for him, and it'll be hard for the family for sure, and especially Janet. Our thoughts go to her. Yet at the same time, I think he's in a good place, and he's done so much for Sheridan over his 88 years here, and he's lived a good life, and so we're thankful that we had the opportunity to be around him at the tail end of his life, and you just can't say enough about the Scott family. And we had the opportunity to coach some of his grandsons, and really just the pride they take in Sheridan is incredible.
I know you're a football coach, but you're also an educator.
Yep.
Part of you missed it at halftime, but the Sheridan Brock marching band came out and they put on a great show, and that's all part of this whole thing. To be able to have a marching band during football season is so great, isn't it? I mean, it's all part of the experience.
Yeah, there's nothing better than we have our music and pregame, but when the drums come out and they start those beats, it's an awesome atmosphere. I loved it, and I stuck out a little long at halftime. I didn't go in till late so I could watch the marching band because we got 140 high school students that aren't maybe involved in football, but now they're involved in band. And Coach Mr. Rose has done a great job with those guys, and I'm excited to see them. And then you look at the drum major standing up there in the front middle, and that's Will Brooks, our starting guard. And so it's great to see Will Brooks, put on another hat, and he's a leader in that environment too.
All right, Jeff, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Trevor.
I'll let you go. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Trevor.
You bet. Jeff Mowry, the head coach of the Bronx, again, another big win tonight. And Riley, you did a great job, by the way, in your post-game interview. Riley Gosh joining us with the head coach on the post-game. That's going to wrap it up from Homer Scott Stadium, everybody. And again, a big thank you to our great sponsors. First Federal Bank and Trust for our pre- and post-game. The Powder Horn is our sponsor for our halftime show. And also our starting lineups on our video web stream. And also a big thank you to Century 21, BHC Realty in Sheridan and Johnson counties. Tomorrow, there are a bunch of highlights, and it will be up for you to watch at SheridanMedia.com, and that's all presented by Century 21, BHC Realty in Sheridan and Johnson counties. That's going to wrap it up from the ballpark tonight, everybody. We'll be back again next week to do it all over again next Friday night at 6 o'clock. The Sheridan Bronx take on the Natrona County Mustangs, and we'll be back with you then.
1410 AM, KWIO Sheridan. Classic country from the First Northern Bank Studio on 106.9 FM. From the First Northern Bank Studio, 1410 AM and 106.9